All right, everybody, this is Russell Brunson. I want to welcome you guys officially to the web class for today. Sorry we had a little technical difficulties there a second ago, but I think we got them all figured out now. We have well over 1,000 people who are on right now, and so with that, there always comes some technical issues. Zoom's not used to people like us who get this many people. We had over 7,000 people who registered for the web class today, and Actually, right now it shows them over 2,000 people are live right now, plus we got everyone on Facebook as well. So I appreciate you guys jumping on today. We're going to have so much fun. I hope that you are half as excited as I am right now. I want to make sure before we get started that you guys are prepared. Make sure that you have something to take notes with. I'm excited. I'm going to go through a lot of stuff really, really quickly. I want to make sure you have the ability to take notes. So get out a pad of paper, a pen, whatever that is. Also, I highly, highly, highly encourage you to turn off Skype, Facebook, every other thing that you have open unless you are focusing here, okay? Some people know that we charge $100,000 a day for $100,000 a day for consulting right now. And right now I'm going to be spending 2 hours with you. So if you look at that from like a cost standpoint, this is the equivalent of like $20,000 or $30,000 of my time to be able to share this stuff with you. And so treat it that way. If you guys treat it that same way, this will be something that'll serve you and will help your business to grow exponentially. And so that's how serious I want you guys to take that. Now, kind of the backstory behind what we're doing and why we're doing it, we are always looking at what are the things that people inside of ClickFunnels are doing to make them successful. Okay, right now we have over 62,000 active members. Okay, there's entrepreneurs from every country on planet Earth here building funnels. And the cool thing is they're building funnels in every market you can dream of. Okay, ClickFunnels used to be something that was just used by people selling information products and coaching. But now we got people literally selling everything that you can dream of here through ClickFunnels. And they've all figured out different ways to do that. So they're always looking like, what are the trends? What's working? What's not working? And then what can we share with people? Obviously without giving up any confidentiality, but be able to share with people so they understand, like, here's the path. Like, it's proven. It's not something we have to, guess or hope or think for. Like, the path's been proven over and over and over and over again. Some of you guys know at the last Funnel Hacking Live event, we had 258 people who had received what we call the 2 Comma Club Award. It means they made at least $1 million inside of a funnel. And then at the event, we had 17 entrepreneurs who qualified for our new award, which is called the 8-Figure Award. And that means they made over $10 million inside of a funnel. And you can see a bunch of their pictures right here. This is them on stage getting their award. And so my goal for you guys throughout this process is to understand the path and the process and understand exactly what it takes to go from startup to $1 million, and so you can win a 2 Comma Club award, and then from 2 Comma Club to the 8-Figure award and beyond. And so that's kind of the goal of today. Okay. Now, recently we went through all of our ClickFunnels data. We're trying to find the patterns and the trends and figure out what's working the most. And as of this week, there are over 3 million funnels inside of ClickFunnels, and people ran over 70,000 split tests. And from that, we learned a whole bunch of really, really cool stuff. Okay, this is literally like, imagine if you went to an event that Google ran and you had like Larry and Sergey there and they're like, hey guys, do you want to know what everyone who's ranking #1 inside of Google is doing? And you're like, yes, please tell me. And then they show you the exact algorithm and you can just like copy it and model it and do it perfectly. Like, that's kind of what this is like. Okay, we're obviously not Google, but we are the head of all funnels here on planet Earth, on the entire internet, and we're able to see exactly what's working today. And so that's the goal of this webinar, to show you guys that. Okay. Now, from all this data and all this research, we've uncovered a new secret funnel strategy that almost nobody knows about. But what's cool about it is that once it's in your hands, it can literally take any business. I say any, like any business. I don't care if you're selling rocks, if you're selling coaching, if you're selling teeth whitening, if you're like whatever it is you're selling, it'll take any business from startup to 2 Comma Club winner practically overnight. And so that's what we're gonna be covering today. And I am pumped and excited. If you guys are excited, go in the comments and just let me know how excited you are. The more you guys engage with the comments and the chat here, the more I will be able to, the more fun I'm going to have as well. All right, the comments from 2,000, right now I got 2,114 people on live. So the comments from all you guys are like just scrolling through so fast. So, all right, I'm pumped, I'm excited. So I'm going to jump right in and we're going to have some fun, you guys. All right, so the first thing we'll talk about, May 6, 1965 was one of the most famous dates in the history of mankind, right? And the reason why is because up to that point, people believed that it was impossible to break the 4-minute mile. Nobody believed it was possible, right? Human beings are not physically able. It's not something our bodies can endure. It's just something that can't happen. And people believe that forever. And then May 6, 1965, Roger Bannister proved that theory wrong. He was the first man ever to break the 4-minute mile. Now again, look backwards in time, right? From 0 up to 1965, no one had done it. And then you go backwards like BC, back 5, 6, 7, however much history we have. It's like 8,000 years, everyone tried this and nobody could actually do it. But as soon as one person did it, as soon as there was belief that it was possible, then guess what happened? Okay, the record only lasted 46 days. If you look at this picture right here, that guy on the right-hand side, that's John Landy. John Landy, as soon as he heard that Roger Bannister did it, he was like, if Roger Bannister can do it, then I can do it. And just 46 days later, he broke the 4-minute mile. Now, since then, it's happened over and over and over and over again, because as soon as people believed it was possible, then it was possible. Okay? And that's one of the big goals of my presentation today, is I need you guys to believe this is possible. If you believe, and when you believe it's possible, you'll make it actually happen. If you haven't had success up to this point, my guess is you just haven't believed that it was possible. You thought it was, you hoped it was, but you didn't believe it with every fiber of your being. And I want this presentation to do that for you guys today. Okay? Now, August 17, 2004 is when the 4-minute mile was broken for me inside of this industry. Now, at the time, I was a 24-year-old kid. I was just at the end of my college education, and I was learning about this whole internet marketing thing. I was trying to do Google ads. I was selling potato gun DVDs and a whole bunch of other stuff, and I was trying to make some money online. And at the time, I was making about $1,000 a month, and I thought it was pretty hot stuff. And then August 17th, I got an email in my inbox, and I still remember this day. I remember where I was sitting. I remember what I was experiencing. I was I was on a family vacation in a little city, and in the city there was no internet access. This is before cell phones and everything. And I went to the city library, and I sat down in this little computer, and I logged into on their dial-up modem, logged in to check my email. And in my email on August 17th, 2004, there was an email that said, very basically, the subject line was from John Reese. It said, "We did it." And I said, "Did what?" I didn't even know. And I opened the email, and inside there he talked about how he had made $1 million in less than 24 hours. And I remember sitting there, and again, my goal at the time was, if I can make $1,000 a month, that'll be like the greatest thing in the world. And I looked at this human being, someone who was just like me, a couple years older, but he had made $1 million in just 24 hours. And I remember sitting back in my chair and just thinking, like, God, if he can make $1 million in 24 hours, like, and I started doing the math. I'm like, he was selling a $1,000 course, he sold 1,000 copies. Like, it's just a math problem, right? 1,000 courses times 1,000 people is $1 million. I'm like, what if I created something like that? I didn't have a product at the time. What if I created a course or a product and sold it for $1,000? If I could sell 1,000 people, if that's like 3 people a day. If I could sell 3 people a day, I don't think I can make $1 million in a day. But what if I made $1 million in a year? 3 people a day to $1,000, it gets me to $1 million in a year. I was like, I wonder if I can do that. And me as a young 24-year-old kid in the middle of Bear Lake, Idaho, was sitting there, and that thought went in my head, and all of a sudden I believed it was possible. And at that point, I hadn't. Okay, I thought I could make some extra money. I thought I could have a little side income. I thought maybe I could have a business and not have to get a real job when I was done with college. But I didn't believe it was like what it could be. But that day gave me belief. And so I started thinking, like, okay, now that I know, like, somebody like me made $1 million in a day, how can I make $1 million in a year? What would I have to do? What would I have to learn? How would I have to grow? And I started thinking differently. I started asking better questions. And what happened is the next year, 2005, I tried. My goal was from January till December. I want to make $1 million in a calendar year. I tried, and I missed it. And I tried again, and I missed it. But what's exciting is, for me, is just 3 years later, almost to the day, 3 years later, on October 16, 2007, I started January 1st. I always wanted to do it in a calendar year. From January 1st to October 16th, that was the day that I broke $1 million in sales. And I officially broke the 2 Comma Club for me. And I remember looking at that day, and I had all these checks here from all the money, and I remember sitting there and thinking, I can't believe I did it. And I was like, if it wasn't for John Reese, if he didn't show me this possible to do it in a day, I don't think I could have done it in a year. Now, what's cool about this is that since then, obviously I did $1 million in a year. And then after that, I got to the point where I was able to do $1 million in a month. Then eventually I got $1 million in a week. And then I did $1 million in a day. And actually, about 2 months ago, some of you guys may have heard, I did a presentation. And during that presentation, I made $3 million in 90 minutes. So the 4-minute mile for me was broken. As soon as it was broken, I knew it was possible. And I started going after it. Okay, so this was October 16, 2007. Now, about 10 years later, we decided here inside of ClickFunnels to launch an award. And the goal of this entire award was to set the 4-minute mile for everybody, for all entrepreneurs. I said, all these entrepreneurs are out there and they're trying to do stuff, but if they realized that this 4-minute mile had already been broken, then it wasn't that difficult, and they saw how the path has been trailblazed for them, I believe they could do it. And so we looked into ClickFunnels at the time and we tried to figure out how many people inside ClickFunnels have already made at least $1 million inside of a funnel. At the time, there were 93. And so at the next Funnel Hacking Live event, we started treating that kind of like the Emmys or the Oscars or the Grammys. We said, look, entrepreneurs don't have a place to celebrate their victories like that. Half the time you have a big success, you make a bunch of money, and you don't tell people. People aren't typically happy for you, right? Most people around you aren't excited when you make $1 million. They're upset that you're not giving them more money, right? Or whatever it might be. And so we thought we need to make a home for entrepreneurs like us and have an award And so we created this award, made it on a huge gold record with the 2 comma clubs in there. And at the first Funnel Hacking Live, or excuse me, a little over a year ago, we gave away 93 of these 2 comma club awards. Now, fast forward 12 months later, this year we gave away up to, I think we're at 258 people as of the Funnel Hacking Live event got a 2 comma club award. And I just looked when I walked in today on the desk, there's about 15 more of them sitting on my desk here in the office. We're averaging about 1 new 2 comma club winner a day. Okay. So I want you guys to understand that no matter where you are in the world and you're sitting here listening to this, like the 4-minute mile has been broken by your peers over and over and over and over again. And now all you have to do is believe it's possible. And all of a sudden you start doing that, you're going to start asking different questions. You're going to start looking at it through the lens differently. And that's what's going to give you the chance to be successful. Okay. And so that was when the 2 comma club award was born. Now, since then, this last year, we thought, we started watching everybody. We saw a bunch of our members start getting closer and closer to $10 million inside of a funnel. And so we decided to create a new award called 2 comma club X, meaning you made at least $10 million inside of a ClickFunnels sales funnel. And at last Funnel Hacking Live, we actually awarded that to a bunch of people. Now, one cool thing I want to share with you, this is Alex and Layla Hormozi. And some of you guys know them. They spoke at last Funnel Hacking Live. But this was, I actually had a chance to go to an event with them. It was the 10X Growth Con, Grant Cardone's event, about a year ago. And they, at the time in their company, they had just shut down their entire company. They were struggling and they were kind of going back and forth. And they heard my presentation talking about this stuff, talking about you're just 1 funnel away and like, you just got to go out there and do it. And in April of last year, so less than a year ago, they launched a brand new funnel. And what's crazy, we'll have them tell this story, but in less than 12 months, what they were able to do with that 1 funnel. So let me play this quick video from Alex so you can hear exactly what he said.
What's going on, GrowthCon? This is Alex. Last year, same time, I was sitting in the audience, and right after that, we launched our first funnel, and it's now been however many months since April, and we crossed the 8-figure mark. So what Russell was saying is for real, it's legit, and you're truly 1 funnel away.
All right, so you guys getting this? I want you to understand, some of you guys have heard me talk about this stuff in the past. Some of you guys have been on a webinar like this. It's not your first time. And I want you to ask yourself, like, have you made the shift since last time you were here? If not, where are you going to be in a year from now? Alex and Layla went from 0 to $10 million in less than a year. Okay? And for some of you guys, this is the first time being on a webinar with me. You're sitting here, you're excited. I want you to start visualizing, in 12 months from now, where could you be? Because you have no idea. I think 2 comma club is simple to do in a year. I think 2 comma club X is difficult to do in a year, but they did it. So you can't discount it either, you guys. It's happening to people who are just like you. Okay? Now, the 8-figure award, we awarded this at this year's Funnel Hacking Live. We had 17 entrepreneurs, people who the year prior were just sitting in the audience wondering how to build funnels, who made it. And here they are. And so I want you guys to understand, like, this concept is not new. We didn't invent it yesterday. Like, the path has been trailblazed for you. You just have to follow the proven systems. Okay? All right, so again, the 4-minute mile has been broken. The process to 10X your company in the next 12 months has been proven by hundreds of other people who are just like you. Now, the vehicle to 10X your company in the next 12 months is a vehicle we call a funnel, okay? Now, if you've been following me at all, you know that I have been geeking out about funnels for the last decade of my life. We launched a software company called ClickFunnels about 3.5 or 4 years ago, and I talk about it all the time. But the funnel is the key for any business. I take any business that I can 10x it with a sales funnel. It is the key to growth in any kind of business, any kind of company. I don't care if you're selling physical products, digital products, if you a service-based business. A funnel is the key to 10xing your business in the next 12 months. Okay, I believe there's not a single company here, all over 2,000 of you guys who are registered, who are watching me right now, there's not a company here that we couldn't 10x in the next 12 months if we gave you the right funnel. I want you guys to understand that. Because when you understand that and you believe it, then you're going to start asking different questions like, what's the funnel? Let me figure it out. Let me do everything in my power to do it, because it's the only thing that's going to truly 10x your company. Okay, hiring in more staff's not going to do it. Adding a new product, your product line's not going to do it. The funnel is the thing that's going to have the huge shift that's going to give you the ability to 10x your company in the next 12 months. Okay, so what I need right now is I need you guys to commit to something. So if you're on Facebook watching this, I need you to commit in the comments. If you're on Zoom in the thing, I need you to comment. If you're watching a replay somewhere in the future, I want you to yell out top of your lungs. But I need you guys to commit to me that as soon as you know that a funnel is the key to 10xing your company, you're going to go all in. Okay, so if you guys commit to that, tell right now in the comments, say, I'm going to go all in. I need to know that you guys are in. All right, I wish you guys could all see the comments. In fact, I'm going to pull this into the, I don't know if you guys will be able to see it, the chat. Here's everybody going all in. So, all right, everyone's going crazy. All right. I don't know if you guys can see the comments. I pulled them here on the screen, but all right, everyone's going crazy. So there we go. All right, so I need you guys to commit that you're going to go all in as soon as I prove that. Okay, so my goal over the next 90 minutes is to prove to you that funnels are the key to 10x your company. Okay, and after I prove that, I need you guys to go all in. So what does it mean to go all in? Okay, these guys right here during Christmas time, they did not go all in. Okay, they dabbled. Okay, I'm not talking about dabbling. People who dabble never have success. People who go all in are the ones who have success in business and in life. Okay, so these guys right here dabbled. These guys right here, they went all in. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, this lady right here, she didn't go all in. Okay, she was kind of dabbling. She got to the altar. She's like, no, and she freaked out and ran away. I'm not looking for entrepreneurs who are going to do that. Who are going to start getting started, move forward, and then as soon as the times get tough, freak out and run away. Okay, and these guys right here, they went all in. Okay, they've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 kids there. That's what I'm talking about, going all in versus dabbling. Okay, see these guys right here, they just kind of dabbled. Okay, this guy right here, he kind of went all in. This is pretty nice. Everyone knows my buddy Grant Cardone. He goes all in. This is him on the side of his plane. All right. If you're going to travel, you got to go all in as well. Okay. So that's what I'm talking about, the difference between dabbling and going all in. All right. Now, what does it mean to go all in? Tony Robbins told me this, and he says that every time I hear him speak, he says, if you want to take the island, you got to burn the boats. Okay. So that means when you guys commit to this, when I prove to you beyond a shadow of a doubt, the funnels are the key to 10x in your company in the next 12 months. After you know that and you believe that, then you got to go all in. You got to burn the boats. You got to put all your energy and your focus into that, because it's the only thing that's going to have a huge transitional shift in your business. That's it. There's nothing else to make you grow this quickly. All right. Now, at the end of this, I'm going to be making you guys a very special offer. This is going to give you everything you need to be able to 10x your company in the next 12 months. Okay. Now, when I ask you for that, I'm also going to ask you guys for $11,552. Okay. So I'm putting that out right now so you guys aren't running like, is Russell going to sell me something? Yes, I am. At the end, I'm going to sell you something. It's going to cost you $11,552, but it'll give you everything you need to 10x your business in the next 12 months. Okay. So what does 10x mean for you? Okay. Some of you guys are in the startup phase. I understand that. So 10x your company is getting you to wherever you need to be. But those of you guys who are about $100,000 a year, if you 10x $100,000 your business, you're at $1 million in sales, right? Now, if you're at $1 million in sales, you 10x that, it's putting you at 10 million. Okay, if you're at 10 million, it's putting you at 100 million. Okay, now I've taken insane amounts of company from 0 to $1 million, tons from million to 10. I've taken my own company from 10 to over 100 and beyond. Okay, so I know the path, I know the process. We've done it over and over and over again. And so my question for you is, would you give me $11,552 if I could guarantee that I would 10x your company in the next 12 months? All right. Someone said boats have already been burned. Awesome. Okay, so that's what I'm talking about here, you guys. I want you to understand this is an investment in your business, in your future, but if I'm going to 10x your company and it's only $11,000, it's not a big investment, okay? It's like basically I give you $100 and you give me $1 back. Like that, I would do that deal all day long, okay? So again, I need you guys to commit that as soon as you know that funnels are the key to 10x your company, you're going to go all in. All right, so with that said, I want you guys to understand that you are literally just one funnel away. I'm not talking about making 10 or 20 or 30 or 50 or 100 funnels. In fact, most people I know who have a dozen or 2 dozen or 3 dozen funnels are not making money. If you look at all the people, all 17 of my entrepreneurs who made over $10 million, guess what they're focusing on? 1 or maybe 2 funnels. Their businesses are simple, okay? The life you want, the marriage you want, the family you want is going to be fueled by the business you build, you guys, okay? And you're just one funnel away from that funnel that's going to launch your business and get you to the next level, whatever that is for you. Okay, so for those who know me, my name is Russell Brunson. I have been an entrepreneur now for over 15 years. I've been serving and teaching entrepreneurs now for over a decade. I've had a chance to work with people like Tony Robbins, building out their funnels, Marcus Lemonis from the TV show The Profit, building out some of his funnels. In fact, how many of you guys watch the TV show The Profit on CNBC? Recently, I had a chance to actually be on the show. It was the coolest thing in the world. So Marcus had me on the show for one of his companies he invested in called Flex Watches, and we built an entire funnel for them live on CNBC, which was one of the coolest things in the world. So I've had a chance to build funnels and do this stuff all over the world. Funnels are becoming mainstream. Like nobody knew about this stuff. Nobody knew about websites 20 years ago, right? And the first people who understood it took over all the marketplace. Okay. Today, funnels are the future. Most people don't even know about it. Outside of me talking about this and freaking out and yelling at the top of my lungs every single day, nobody even knows about this. So for you to be here and understand this today, like you are at the ground floor, like the future before you're there. In 15, 20 years from now, everyone will know they need a funnel. But today they don't. So those who get started today, you have such an advantage over everybody else. Okay. All right. Now, what is a sales funnel? For those who don't know what in the world I'm talking about, a sales funnel is the process we take somebody through to sell them a product or service. The best way to kind of explain this a lot of times is explain what's not a sales funnel. So this is what a traditional website looks like. I also like to call these the anti-sales departments. Most websites do not make money. In fact, usually people come to them looking to give you money, and it repels them and pushes them away. Okay, it's kind of like if you had a salesperson, and that salesperson all they did is hand someone a brochure and then pray that they would give you money. I don't know about you, if I had a salesperson that all they did is hand out brochures and prayed that people came back, I would be very upset and I would fire them instantly. Okay? Now, as entrepreneurs like us who are spending our own money, who are growing our own companies, we're grassroots pushing these things off, we have to be smarter. We have to be able to figure out a system where we put $1 in advertising in and we get $2 back out. Okay, and so that's what we do through funnels. Okay, so the secret to this whole process is what we call a sales funnel. Okay, now sales funnel is kind of like cloning your very top salesperson and then letting them close sales for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Okay, somebody comes to your store, they greet the person, find out who they are, find out what they're interested in, and they take them to that section of the store, find the exact product they need, and then offer them other complementary products and services that make sense to them. Okay, that's what a sales funnel does. This is the best type of salesperson on planet Earth, and it works for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and never takes a nap. Okay, all right, now after 10 years of doing this whole funnel game, you guys, I've discovered the hard way. But because you guys are here today, you have a chance to cheat and get it the easy way. How many of you guys want this the easy way? All right, if you want the easy way, let me know in the discussion box over here. All right, you guys are ready to cheat and get the easy way. Okay, let's have some fun then. So this is the hard way. I'm going to show you guys this really quick so you guys understand what we used to have to do for the last decade of my business before ClickFunnels came out. Now, I don't want to scare you guys. I'm going to show you guys the hard way. But then the good news is that after this, I'm going to show you guys the easy way. So the hard way, back in the day when we had a new idea for a product or service we wanted to sell, this is everything we had to go through to get it live. Step number one, we had to go and actually design the funnel. Now this funnel right here, you can see on the on the page, this is my old supplement company. So I had a supplement company. We sold it a couple years ago. But the first step is you have to like design it, right? So we design, okay, what's going to be the sales process that we take somebody through? They're going to hit this page, and we're going to take them here. Then this is going to be the upsell, the downsell. And so we design the funnel first. The second step, we had to write the actual copy. Now the copy are all the words on all the different pages, okay? And so I'm not this supplement we created was for people with diabetic neuropathy. Now I don't know anything about diabetic neuropathy, so I couldn't write the sales letter for it. So I had to hire a copywriter, and he charged me $20,000 for the sales letter. Okay, copy is probably the most expensive thing usually in a funnel. So I had $20,000 to write the copy. Then I had to get a designer to take the copy and design it and make it look awesome. Then a website designer to take the designs and make them into an actual website. But then I had to get a programmer to hook up the shopping cart and the autoresponders and the upsells and the downsells, and then an analytics person to set up the split testing. So my upfront cost alone to create this one funnel right here was $29,000. Okay, but the worst thing for me wasn't the $29,000 up front to create the funnel. The worst thing is I had already pre-bought the supplements. They were sitting in a warehouse gathering dust for 8 weeks. It took us 2 full months to build out this one simple sales funnel. Okay, so that was the hard way. That's what we used to have to do in the past. And that's why most people didn't have success online. Now, I had an entire team of people helping me to create this little thing right here. And that's why I was able to have success with it. But most people don't, because they don't have a huge staff, a huge team. And when we build ClickFunnels, we wanted to create a tool that would free all entrepreneurs. That's our whole mission here. Is how do we create something that frees entrepreneurs so they can sell their products and their services without having to be tied down by technical people? Okay, and so because of that, we got this hard way and we got rid of it and developed an easy way. In fact, we're actually going to build an entire funnel together. I'm going to build out Tony Robbins' funnel with you guys today, if you're okay with that. And it's going to take us less than 10 minutes. You guys want to see that process? It's going to be so much fun. All right, so let's dive into this. Now, those people who've already kind of figured out this process I'm going to be sharing with you are called funnel hackers. Okay, funnel hackers are people who are using, in fact, how many funnel hackers do we have on the line right now? If you are a funnel hacker, come in the box or the comments and say, I'm a funnel hacker. I want to see my funnel hackers real quick. Okay, all right. Someone said I'm a wannabe funnel hacker. I'm a funnel hacker. Okay, so funnel hacker, someone's already figured out this process. Okay, and so for all of you guys who don't know what a funnel hacker is yet, first off, I want to introduce you to your new community. You are now officially a funnel hacker. Welcome to our group. I'm excited to have you here, and now you're someone who's going to be able to funnel hack your business and grow it very, very rapidly. Okay, so today I'm going to be covering 3 things. If you got your pad of paper out, now is the time to start writing. Secret number 1, I'm going to show you guys that whoever can spend the most money to acquire a customer wins. Okay, that's the first thing I'm going to be talking about. This may seem kind of weird and backwards, but when you see it, this is the key to dramatically scaling your companies. Secret number 2, how to get the best salesperson on planet Earth to close sales for your product 24 hours a day, 7 days a week without ever complaining, asking for a raise, or taking a break. Okay, how many of you guys would like to have that person selling for you? Okay, this is the best salesperson in the world, and I'll introduce them to you here in a few minutes. And the third thing is I'm going to show you guys how to get the exact same customers who are currently going to your competitors' funnels to start coming to your funnels instead. Okay, so let's jump right in. Secret number 1, whoever can spend the most money to acquire a customer wins. So the question then is, how much money can you spend to profitably get a customer? One of my mentors, Dan Kennedy, he said, a business beats its competition by making the same prospect worth more to his business than to that of his competitors. Okay? So this is a thing I need you to understand. Whoever can spend the most money to acquire a customer wins. Okay, let me explain how this process kind of works. Okay, when we launched ClickFunnels, this is about 3.5, 4 years ago. It was me and two of my buddies. Okay, it was there's me in the middle there, looking at the whiteboard. I'm the guy without any actual talent. I just get excited and talk about stuff. On the right hand side, that's Todd Dickerson. He's my co-founder and actually coded all of ClickFunnels. Left hand side there is Dylan Jones, who built the website editor. And this is us in my old office on a whiteboard, like doodling out what later became ClickFunnels. And the right hand side here is these guys coding it, putting it all together. Okay, now when we launched ClickFunnels, guess how much money we had to our name? Almost nothing. Okay, we had a Visa card, a MasterCard, and a Vision, and that was about it. And so we started coding, and we started creating. We started trying to create something we knew was going to change the world, something we believed would free all entrepreneurs forever. Now, when we started this company, we didn't realize this at the time, but we were competing against two huge companies. This company right here on the left-hand side, they had received $38 million in funding, and the company on the right-hand side had received $127 million in funding. So my competitors were starting with a checkbook of either $38 million or $127 million, and I was competing with a dream. We didn't have any money, and that's who we were going against. Now, I don't want to ruin the story, but if you fast forward now 3.5 years later, we have destroyed both of these companies. Okay, we have shot past them in customers, in sales, in revenue, and we did it without a single penny in outside investing. We did it 100% through sales funnels. Okay, now we literally went from zero to over $100 million in just 3 years without taking on any outside capital. Not about you, but that is a huge accomplishment. Okay, I didn't want to give up half or more of the control of my company as someone who's going to bring on money. I want to do it smarter. And so you guys are going to learn the same process, okay? Because one funnel was worth more to me than $38 million in funding or $127 million in funding. And that's what I need you guys to understand. That's why this is so powerful. Not only is it the only thing that's going to 10x your company in the next 12 months, it's also something that doesn't cost you half of your company to be able to give up. Okay, you don't have to give up your company to be able to get that. You create a funnel and it does it all for you. Okay, so here's what I tried to explain. Since we've grown ClickFunnels, we get people at least 2 or 3 times a week from big venture capitalist firms who are calling us, trying to give us money. Okay, and I always tell them no, but every once in a while, like, it's kind of fun to like entertain them, just because I'm curious, like, how much they think we're worth. So like we'll like ask them some questions, like, well, how much money do you think you could get for us? And they tell us, and it's really fun, right? And one day I went to lunch with one of them, and I was asking him, and he kind of was asking me the questions, the numbers, and he wanted to figure out how much it costs for me to acquire a customer, right? If you guys ever watch Shark Tank, it's the number one question they always ask: how much does it cost to acquire a customer? I said, well, if you look at our site right now, we run ads. We buy ads, we drive them to our sales page to sign them up, and right now it's costing us about $120 to get somebody to take a free trial, okay? And the VC guy starts like freaking out. He's like, are you kidding me? It's only $120 to get a free trial? He's like, well, if I was to give you $50 million, it means we could get, X amount of customers and all sorts of stuff. He was going crazy. He was all excited. And I was like, wait, slow down. I was like, dude, I turned those ads off. He's like, what? Why would you turn those ads off? Like, that's a great CPA to acquire a customer for a SaaS company, for a software company. And I looked at him, I said, dude, because this money's coming out of my own pocket. Like, I'm not just gonna go and spend $120 to get a free customer that I hope stays later on. Okay, what happens is someone like me does that, they go broke. I didn't have $127 million in funding I could burn hoping that people would join my program, right? I had to be smarter. So I went back and I tried to explain to him, because after I told him to turn the ads off, he's like, then how have you guys grown so fast? I don't understand it. I said, well, let me explain what we did. I said, we have to do things differently. We have to do things smarter. What we do instead is we buy ads, but instead of buying ads and sending them to ClickFunnels, we buy ads and we send them into a funnel. Okay, so someone will come in, for example, they might buy one of my books. So they're gonna buy my book, and then after my book, there's an upsell, there's a downsell, and we have a funnel we take people through. Okay, and I showed them the math. I said basically it costs us about $20 to get somebody to buy one of my free books. Okay, then in the funnel we average about $40. So I spend $20, I make $40, and then I get a customer, right? So I netted in my pocket $20 cash, and then to that customer I introduce them into the real thing we want to sell, which is ClickFunnels. So I told him, I said, the way it works is I actually get paid $20 to get a customer who then I introduce into ClickFunnels. So every one of my ClickFunnels members comes for free. And he did not understand it. And so I had to explain it again to him. And he's like, I don't understand it. So I explained it again and again. And 3 or 4 times I explained it. And after the 4th time he stopped and he said, if what you just said is true, he said, that'll change business as we know it forever. I said, exactly, that's my mission. That's my message to entrepreneurs. When you understand this, you don't have to take on cash or venture capital. Okay, you build a funnel and it replaces that. Now your customers finance your business, your customers finance your growth, and that's the right way to do it. Okay, and that's the magic behind a sales funnel. All right. Now, if you're saying, again, if what you're saying is true, then business as we know it will change forever. Okay, I want you guys to understand this. One funnel was worth more than $127 million in funding for me. Okay, one funnel was worth more than $38 million in funding for me. Okay, that's the value behind what I'm trying to share with you guys today. Okay, you're one funnel away from 10xing your company. Okay, or you can go and raise a bunch of capital, give away half of your company, and hopefully it grows that way. Okay, or you can do it the smart way, build a funnel, and like I said, one funnel for me has been worth more than $127 million in cash from a venture capital firm. Okay, are you guys getting this? Is this making sense for you? Okay, this is the power behind a funnel. If you were here, Mouse, I'd grab you by your shirt and say, "Do you understand this? This is the key. I want you guys to understand." Like, if you get nothing else from this presentation, understand the sales funnel is the key. It's the only way to 10x your company in the next 12 months. There's no other options. This is it. All right. So the big secret is this: when you have a funnel, you can instantly outspend all of your competitors and ethically steal all potential customers inside of your market. Okay. I went against those companies and we were all buying ads. The difference between me and them is I was buying ads profitably. Okay. How many of you guys have seen my ads on every platform you've been on? How many of you guys are like wondering, like, Russell, you are so annoying. I see your face everywhere. Okay. The reason why I can do that is because it doesn't cost me a penny to buy ads. Every ad I place is profitable from day number one. So I can blanket the entire internet with myself. Okay. That's how you build a brand. Okay. And it's all done profitably. That's the key, you guys. You getting this? All right, my funnel hackers are getting this. You guys are excited. Some said I'm crying of joy. All right, so what funnel should I use? That's a big question I get. Like, well, Russell, I'm in this business. What kind of funnel should I use? So we have funnels for all types of businesses. Okay, we broke down. We figured out there's basically 10 types of businesses that use ClickFunnels right now. Okay, there's people that are agency and freelancer. When I mention your type of business, like shout it out, be like, that's me. I want to see who you guys are. Okay, so how many of you guys are either running an agency or you're a freelancer? If that's you, message over on the side. Some of you guys are selling information products. Let me know if you're an info product person. Some of you guys are selling e-commerce, physical products. Some of you guys are doing coaching, consulting, network marketing, local small businesses, B2B lead generation, blogging or affiliates, nonprofits, or some of you guys are in the startup phase and you're just getting started. Okay, does that pretty much sum up everybody? Okay, these are the 10 types of people who use ClickFunnels, and it pretty much captures every type of business. Anyone who's trying to generate leads or sell a product should be using ClickFunnels. All right. So you remember the old TV commercials when the iPhone first came out about there's an app for that? Okay. I want you to understand the same thing is true with funnels. Okay. No matter what business you are in, there's a funnel for that. Okay. Doesn't matter what it is. People are always like, well, what about my business, Russell? Is there a funnel for me? I'm like, yes, there's a funnel for that. I don't care what it is you're selling. There is a funnel for that. Okay. Yes, sometimes you have to think through the strategy a little bit, but it's there. Okay. All right. So how do you know what type of funnel to build? Okay. Now we understand this through a very fun, simple process that we call funnel hacking. Okay. So my funnel hackers know about this. For the people who are just coming in the first time, I want to explain funnel hacking because when you understand this process, this is the key. This is the key behind all of our successful 2 Combo Club winners and our 8-figure winners. They understand and they've mastered this process of funnel hacking. Okay. So I learned this originally from my friend Tony Robbins, this concept of modeling. He said, if you want to achieve success, all you need to do is find a way to model those who've already succeeded, which makes perfect sense, right? I was thinking back about my career of things I've been successful in my life. And for me, I'm a wrestler. I was a wrestler growing up. I wanted to be the best wrestler in the world. The problem was when I got started, I was really, really, really bad. Okay. I got started my very first year. I lost almost every match. And then that, after the junior high season ended, my dad took me to the state tournament to go watch some kids from my high school wrestle in the state finals. And there was one guy, he ended up being a 3-time state champion. It was his senior year, and we went and we watched him in the finals. I remember watching him, and he just destroyed his guy in the finals. And my dad videotaped that match. Okay, so he videotaped the match. After that, we went back home, and then all summer long, we watched the video footage of that match. And we started looking at what he was doing, and we started modeling it. My dad and I would work out in our front room in the carpet, and we'd model the moves and practice them back and forth and back and forth, okay? And then fast forward, within a very short period of time, I went from being a really bad wrestler to being a state champion, to being second place in the entire country in high school and becoming an All-American, and then went to college on a college scholarship and became one of the top 10 wrestlers in the country, okay? Same thing now is true with business, by the way. I wasn't a great business person. I didn't have a business degree. Okay, I went to school and I wanted to learn how to, I wanted to make money, but I didn't know what to do. And I started looking people online. I saw a whole bunch of people were successful, and I looked at them and I was like, these people are geniuses. I'm not as smart as them, but they figured out how this works. And I looked at what they were doing and I just modeled what they were doing. And in a very short period of time, I went from not having any kind of business at all to within a year of graduating from college, I'd made over $1 million. Okay, you guys getting this? Like, that's the power behind this, and especially true inside of sales funnels. Do not try to reinvent the wheel, okay? The trail has been blazed for you. You just need to figure out what's working and modeling it. Now, every time I share this with somebody, there's always some smart person comes up to me and says, Russell, that's nice for most people, but like, I'm different. I've got a unique idea. Nobody else has figured it out yet, and I'm going to do this other direction. And I always smile at them. I tell them the same thing. I say, you can always tell who the pioneers are because they have arrows in their back and they're lying face down in the dirt. Okay? You have to understand that, like, the reason why most people don't succeed, most entrepreneurs who don't have success, is not because they don't have vision. They do. They know where they want to go. The problem is they either run out of time or they run out of money before they ever get to the finish line. Okay? Now, I want you guys to not have to worry about that. The first time I ever got this principle, I was in an event, and on stage there was this guy speaking. His name's Porter Stansberry. And Porter, at the time, worked for a company called Agora Publishing. Now, if you ever heard of Agora, they do over $1.5 billion a year selling financial newsletters. Okay? And one of the biggest companies online that there is. And Porter was at this event speaking and talking, and he started talking about his sales funnel and was showing the whole thing and mapping it out. And I was sitting there in the back like, I can't believe he's showing me this. I'm taking notes as fast as I can. In the middle of his presentation, he stopped. He said, you know what's interesting? He said, every year we get people who see how much money we're making here at Agora, and they want to come and they want to try to beat us. He says, it's always fascinating to me. The first thing they do is they come in and they try to undercut our pricing. He said, that's the first step. And they try that for a while, and they realize that really quickly that it doesn't work. Because we've tested every pricing variation option you can dream of, and we know what the price point works. So the second thing they do is they come back and they try to like do a different sales process, different funnel. They try a whole bunch of things, and eventually they go bankrupt and they disappear. He says, don't you understand? He's like, if you want to compete with Agora Publishing, you can't try to copy us, or excuse me, you can't try to beat us. You have to just copy us. He said, we have a room of over 100 people full-time who are writing copy, doing split tests. He said, if there's any way to like, if you look at what we're doing, like this is what's working the best today. And we said that and the light bulb went off my head. I said, you know what? Like, if I want to be successful, if I was in the financial publishing newsletter business, I wouldn't go try to reinvent the wheel. How many arrows does Agora have in their back? Tens of millions, maybe hundreds of millions, right? I said, if I want to be successful, I need to model them. I need to go back through their funnel, see exactly what they're doing, and then model that because that's what's proven to work. That way I don't have to get all the arrows in my back because they've already done it. I just figure out what's working today and I modeled that. And that's the key, you guys, okay? So funnel hacking step number one. You have to find someone who's successful to funnel hack, AKA model, okay? Now, when I was launching my supplement company, I'd never launched a supplement company before. I always wanted to, and I didn't know much about the market. We were selling diabetic neuropathy, and I'm like, who's done this before? Who's had success? And I remember going, and I found this page right here, and these guys were selling a similar product. And I looked at it, I remember looking at this thinking, this is the ugliest page I've ever seen. The logo's ugly, the page is purple, it's this big long letter. I was like, there's no way this is gonna work. And I'm a marketing guy, so I'm like, I've got a better way to do it. But then I thought, you know what? I don't know how this market responds. Like I've never sold something to them before. What are they actually looking for? I did some research and I found out these guys were making about $100,000 a month at the time. I was like, okay, they're having some success. Instead of trying to be creative, I'm just gonna model what they did. So when I created my very first version of my funnel for my supplement, I modeled it. Now notice I said model and not copy, okay? Copy is unethical, okay? And it's really, really bad, but I modeled it. So I modeled the look and the feel and the layout and the price points, okay? So they had a logo, top left-hand corner, I had a logo. They had a phone number, right-hand corner, I had a phone number. They had a long-form sales letter, I had a long-form sales letter. They had a picture of the product, of their bottle, I had a picture. I looked at the price points, I modeled the look, the feel, the layout, the price points, everything as close as I could, but I didn't copy anything. None of the words were even similar, okay? But I modeled the process. Okay, we then launched our first funnel and we got to the point where this thing was making about $20,000 a month. And I was like, this is awesome. I was like, okay, what else are they doing? Like, I want to find out how I can grow this even bigger. And so I did something that all good entrepreneurs have to become good at doing. I pulled my wallet out of my pocket, I opened it up, I pulled my credit card out, and I bought their product. I needed to see behind the scenes what they were doing that I wasn't able to see. Okay, now unfortunately for me and for them, they weren't really doing anything on the back end. They didn't have any upsells or downsells at the time. I think somebody showed them this presentation because I went back through recently and they've added a bunch of things. So they've learned since then, but initially didn't have anything. I was like, hey, there's got to be someone out here in this market who understands how to do this. And so I started searching around again, and eventually I found this website here, and I became friends with the guy who actually owns it. But he was doing about $3 million a month selling supplements to a similar market. And it looked way different. So I went to the page and we're looking at it. There's a video there and there's a button. I clicked on the button and there was an order form that had 1, 3, and 4 bottles. And that was kind of cool. And then I did what every good entrepreneur has to be good at doing. I pulled my wallet out of my pocket. I pulled my credit card out and I bought their product. Okay, so I bought their product and then they upsell. The next page, they did something that was crazy. They tried to sell me 6 more bottles of the exact same thing I just purchased. I remember looking at it thinking, are they insane? Do they think I'm a drug addict? I just bought 4 bottles. I don't need 6 more. And then as a marketing guy, I'm like, I have way better ideas than this. I'm not going to do this. And then luckily I stopped and I thought, you know what? They're doing $3 million a month. Maybe they got some arrows in their back. Maybe they know something I don't know. Let me just suspend my judgment for a moment and just assume they know what they're talking about. So I went through the rest of the funnel, and this is what it looked like. Okay, these 5 pages, you guys were making them, at the time, $3 million a month. I was like, okay, I'm going to model that as close as I can for my product. So I went back into ClickFunnels, and first thing I did, I went to my whiteboard and I sketched out the funnel. So here's the funnel they had. I said, okay, this is what I need to create. A page like this, upsell, and I kind of mapped it out. And this became our business model, our blueprint. I went back to my team and said, this is what we need to create, you guys. They then logged into ClickFunnels and they built it out. Page number 1 looked like this. Okay, then we had add to cart button, looked very similar. We had 1, 3, and 4 bottles just like they did. We modeled their price points. Then we went upsell with 6 more bottles, the exact same thing, and 2 more things. And so we modeled the look, the feel, the layout, the price points as close as we could. Okay, again, we didn't copy anything. There's no words copied. There's nothing copied. I modeled the flow and the process. Okay, I want you guys to understand that. We get a bad rep sometimes, people who are copying things. I'm not copying anything. Okay, I'm funnel hacking. I'm modeling the flow, the process, the price points. We did that and we launched this version of the funnel, and we went from making $20,000 a month to almost $20,000 a day. You guys getting this? You seen how powerful this process is when you really start understanding it? Okay, now my total investment to get over $1 million worth of funnel hacks from my competitors was just $100. I just had to be willing to pull my wallet out of my pocket, pull the credit card out, and buy it. Okay, best $100 I've ever spent in my entire life. All right. Now, this is some of my friends. They own a company called Organifi. Some of you guys may have heard of them. And before they launched their supplement, they heard about my supplement, what I was doing, and they wanted me to come help them. And so I had a chance to go spend some time with them. And I want you to hear in their own words what they learned going through this process with me. Okay. So watch this quick video really quick. It might be hard to see. I know we're streaming it through webinar, but listen to the words because we understand this. This is the key to everything inside of your success, you guys. So real quick backstory. I had a chance to go out and spend a little while with these guys in their company, and they were about to launch a new supplement. And they're like, hey, look at our funnel. What should we do? And I was like, just copy mine. It works really, really good. So I'd love for you to kind of talk about what happened when you guys did your funnel and then some of the results that have happened since then.
Yeah, I'd like to re-emphasize his point about just cloning and copying and modeling what works. So we are a digital product company. We have information products, coaching products, and we were doing about $1 million a year. And I manage all the sales funnels and sales optimization, and we were going to come out with a physical product line. And we were like, who's done this before? Who's been really successful? We reached out to Russell. He helped us model exactly NerdSell. Actually, it's funny because I'm looking at what you modeled, and I had the exact same reaction. The first upsell that we have in place is more of the same thing that they just bought. And we were like, well, that doesn't make any sense. So we sold them a bottle of our new product called Organifi. Our first one-time offer was 3 more bottles after they already bought that. And the take rate was like 20 or 30%. Then we thought, Russell actually mentioned, we should implement subscription on everything. So we had 3 options. We modeled exactly Russell's first sales page. 1 bottle, 3 bottles, 4 bottles, modeled his pricing, 47, 129, 149, exactly the same. Sorry for stealing everything, but it works.
I love it. It's still away.
Yeah. And then once we implemented all the pieces, in actually like a week, which is crazy, we matched his results. We're doing, am I allowed to say the numbers? Or? Yeah.
I hope so. I want to hear them.
Yeah.
Who wants to hear his numbers?
Yeah.
I want to hear his numbers. Let's hear them.
So the first day that we opened up the gates, we did 12,000 in sales. The second day we did 34,000. The third day we did 36,000, and that was just opening the gates. And every single day after that, we've done around 15 to 20,000, because of the way that the funnels are structured. So it's really exciting, and we owe a lot to Russell. I mean, he came out, he helped us with our funnels. He broke down everything we were doing wrong, everything we were doing right, and showed exactly what they did, and we just copied it, and it works. So
that's awesome. Give him a round of applause.
So thank you,
awesome.
Russell. Yeah.
All right, you guys getting how this process works? This is so much fun. I love this. All right, so who do funnels work for? Every time I share this, people are like, that's awesome, Russell, but I'm not running a supplement company, so what do I do? Okay, I want you to understand this works for all types of businesses. It works for agencies, freelancers, info products, e-commerce, coaching, consulting, network marketing, local businesses, B2B lead gen, blogging, affiliates, nonprofits. If you're just getting started, it works for you as well, okay? Now, I'm going to walk through a couple examples. For example, this is one of our funnel hackers who runs an agency out of the Philippines. Now, the average Filipino, if you look at how much money they make on average, she's making more per year than, I'm not allowed to share numbers, but over 6 figures a year in the Philippines running an agency as a freelancer. Okay, you guys getting this? Like, this is huge kind of money over there. Like Two Comma Club over here is a big deal. This is like 10 times that big in the Philippines. Okay, so if you're running agency freelance, this is the type of funnel you would create for yourself. Okay, if you're selling information products, this is my info product. How many of you guys are selling information products or you'd like to sell an information product? Okay, this is my book funnel. Okay, this book funnel, in fact, last week was the birthday. We had like 130,000 plus copies of the book have been sold over the last 12 months through this book funnel. Okay, and every single one of those books was sold profitably. It's made multiple millions of dollars, and this is the book funnel. So if you're selling information products you like to, you should model this funnel. Okay, if you're selling physical products, this right now is the highest, the number one biggest grossing funnel inside of ClickFunnels of all time. Selling a flashlight. Okay, quit selling things on Amazon and Shopify, you guys. The e-commerce people that are selling through funnels are killing it. This funnel right here made $20 million in the first 6 weeks. Okay, you guys getting this? Okay, if you're selling coaching, consulting, how many of you guys are selling coaching? It could be life coaching, business coaching, health coaching. Okay, if you're selling coaching, this is my coaching funnel. You should model it. Okay, this makes me over $2.5 million a year on autopilot. It's so simple, it's so easy, and you guys could funnel hack it. I tested this thing like crazy for like 4 or 5 years, and now it's done. Just model it for your coaching and your consulting as well. Okay, how many network marketers do we have out there? This is Steven Larson. He decided, he used to work here at ClickFunnels a little while ago. He decided to go on his own. He's like, I'm going to prove network marketers that I can build a team and grow a company without having friends or family members. In fact, I'm going to get people to go through a funnel where they're going to sign up before they even know what the product is. Okay, and he built a simple 3-page funnel, and now he's growing a huge downline inside of a network marketing company. Okay, it works for network marketers as well. Okay, if you're a local small business, okay, if you're selling gyms are one of the biggest segments we have. Chiropractors, we've got restaurants, like local small businesses. This works for you as well. If you're in B2B and you're trying to generate leads, here's what B2B funnel, like there's tons of them work for B2B as well. If you're a blogger, okay, tons of bloggers now are using funnels to actually make, like a lot of bloggers make money off affiliate offers inside their blog. Okay, but it's very simple to build outside funnels. In fact, this one, my friend Sarah Wells, her blogs are Best Bites. She's made over 6 figures on a side funnel she's created really quickly, and she drives people from her blog into her funnel. Okay, this stuff works. She has nonprofits. This is our very first nonprofit who hit the 2 Comma Club. Okay, he looked at some of the funnels we were using in different types of businesses. He applied them to the nonprofit. He runs Christian camps. Nonprofit, did over $1 million selling that, and I think now we've got 2 or 3 people that have hit 2 Comma Clubs who are in the nonprofits as well. Okay, so even if you're a nonprofit, okay. Now, my last one, I'm curious, how many of you guys, does anyone out there actually heard about this market? This is one of our members. He sells trips to go hunt Bigfoot. Okay, and I thought this was a joke. Someone sent it to me, and we thought it was a joke, and then I had a chance to contact the person, look at the numbers. But they did over $18,000 in the first part of this year selling Bigfoot hunting trips through a funnel. Okay? And I got news for you guys. There's no such thing as Bigfoot. At least I don't think. But people are still buying Bigfoot hunting trips through a funnel. Okay? So I don't care what it is you're selling, you guys. There's a funnel for that. All right? So the next question is like, well, where do I find a good funnel, Russell? And then after I find one, how do I know how much money they're actually making? Okay? So this is what I like to do. Step number 1, I go to a website called clickbank.com. Now, the cool thing about ClickBank is they have over 100,000 successful sales funnels. Okay, and they have funnels on everything you can dream of, from like gardening to finance to business to weight loss to chicken coops. This was a site I found in there, and I thought it was a joke at first. I didn't realize people like to build chicken coops in their home, and so I thought this was a joke. I bought it, I funnel hacked it to see the process, and like it was really well thought out. So I messaged the guy and I started talking to him and found out they were doing like $17,000 a month selling chicken coop plans. Okay, so I don't care what it is you're selling. Even if it's chicken coops, Bigfoot hunting, there's a funnel for that. So you go to clickbank.com, you click on the very top, there's a big button that says Marketplace. You click on the Marketplace, and then it's going to show you every funnel inside of ClickBank. So on the left-hand side, there's all the categories. You can see there's arts, entertainment, as seen on TV, betting, business, investing, computers, cooking, wine, education, like all the categories. So then you go to that, and you click on the category, and then it shows you based on today which product in that category is selling the most right now. Okay, so right now in health and fitness, the number 1 offer here is the Venus Factor. So it's selling the most today. So that's how I know that a product is selling really, really well. Okay, so how much money is the Venus Factor making? Now, obviously I don't know that. I wish they would just tell you. That would be really cool. It'd save you some time. But I have a lot of friends who have been really high in ClickBank before in the past. In fact, I had a chance to go to lunch a little while ago with the CEO and the founder of ClickBank. And they happen to live in Boise as well, so it's kind of a fun thing. And we were talking and we were hanging out, and I was like, hey, I have a question for you. So I seen Venus Factor is the number 1 offer in ClickBank right now, the weight loss factor. And I'm like, how much money are they making per day? He said, Russell, I can't tell you that. I'm like, I know, but let's just say you could tell me that. Like, how much do you think about it is? And he kind of smiled and said, we can't tell you. I said, okay, well, I had a friend that last year he hit the #1 spot in the health and fitness category. When he was there, he was averaging about $50,000 a day. I said, are they close to that? And he smiled at me and said, Russell, they're more than double that. I was like, are you kidding me? That means they're making over $100,000 a day. Okay. Now, after I found a funnel, okay, that's how I like finding funnels. What's listing the highest in ClickBank right now? And then the next step number 3, is I have to funnel hack their product. AKA, I have to buy their product. Yes, I have to pull my credit card out of my wallet and I have to buy their product. So I went to venusfactor.com. I bought their product. Boom, 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 boom. Those are the 4 pages. Those 4 pages are making $100,000 a day. Was that worth the $37 I'd invest to buy the product? Yes. That was the best $37 I could have ever spent, even if I'm not selling a weight loss product. Now, if I am selling a weight loss product, I know what the best selling offer looks like. Now I can create a product that's similar. I can model the flow, the process, right? But this shows me exactly what I need to create to be successful. Step number 4 then is I go and I sketch it out, and this becomes my business model. This is my blueprint. I map it out and say, okay, this is what I need to create. If I create this, now I can compete inside this market. Okay? And so that, you guys, is what we call funnel hacking. That's how you can ethically steal over $1 million worth of funnel hacks from your competitors for under $100. All right, is that cool so far? All right, cool. Let's jump to the next step. So secret number 2 now, how to get the best salesperson on planet Earth to close sales for your product 24 hours a day, 7 days a week without ever complaining, asking for a raise, or taking a break. And I don't know about you, but I'm a salesperson, and most of the salespeople I work with, the things they normally do is they like to complain. They always want more money. They want better leads, and they always want a break. The nice thing about the salesperson I'm about to introduce you to is they never do those things, and their closing rate is consistently the same all the time. Okay. Now, I want you to understand that a sales funnel is kind of like cloning your top salesperson and letting them close sales for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Now, for your business, for your product, your service, who's the best salesperson on earth for what it is you're selling? Okay. I know for me, the best person to sell my product is me. There's no one else that believes more in it. My guess is for you, the best person to sell your product is probably you. And if it's not you, there's probably someone on your team who's the best person, right? This salesperson is the best salesperson we have, right? So what you do is you take that person, you clone them inside of a funnel, okay? The best person to sell your product is probably you, okay? And we have to understand that you are awesome, all right? So I want to kind of tell you guys a story to help illustrate this. So this is a picture of me bragging to Tony Robbins. As you guys know, this is my very first book I launched. It's called .com Secrets a few years ago. And after we launched it, we had a nice funnel. We sold a ton of books. And afterwards, Tony Robbins, who's been a friend for about 10 years now, he called me and was like, Russell, I saw your book launch. It's cool. I'm about to launch my new book. Like, what would you give me feedback on what I should do? And I was like, dude, you should do a funnel just like mine. He's like, I don't even know what that means, but let's do it. And so I did what everyone would do if you wanted to hang out with Tony. I said, well, Tony, I can build you a funnel, but we need to hang out together for at least a day. He's like, I don't have time for that. I'm like, okay, how about a couple hours? He's like, nope, I'm sorry. I'm like, okay, how about if you give me an hour of your time, I will do everything we need and we'll have you a funnel that's going to kill it for your book. He's like, okay, I can give you an hour of my time. I'm like, all right, sweet. So we went to Vegas. He was in an event. And so we went to Vegas, rented a hotel room, set up cameras and everything. And we said, okay, all I need you to do, Tony, is to actually make some videos of you selling your book. Like, you were the best person on earth to sell your book, right? He said, yeah, of course. I said, okay, I just need to capture you selling your book. And that way, after you sell it once, I'm going to clone it, put it into a funnel. And then from that point forward, for the rest of time, there'll be you selling your book without you having to actually sell your book. Okay? This is how you clone yourself and how you free yourself from the sales process, you guys. Okay? Somebody asked me recently, Russell, how in the world did you get to $100 million? How many salespeople do you have working for you? And I smiled at him. I said, it's just me. Okay? But I use funnels to clone myself so I can sell over and over and over again without me having to actually do anything. Okay? So this is me working with Tony on his sales thing. And then all I did is I went to Tony and I said, okay, here's your book. Make a video, sell this book to me. So he made a video. You can see it's a minute 26 of him selling me why I needed to buy this book. Then I said, okay, now you need an upsell in your funnel. What's that? He said, my upsell is going to be the Ultimate Edge program. I said, sell me that program. So he made a 2-minute and 30-second video of him selling me the Ultimate Edge. And I said, next upsell is going to be your Ultimate Relationship program. And make me a video selling me that. Okay, and he did a video selling that. So he made those 3 videos pitching product 1, product 2, product 3 in his funnel. And that was the first step. Okay, now some of you guys are wondering, Russell, I don't know how to make the video. Like, what do I say in the video? I'm not a very good salesperson. And so I'm going to show you guys, this is the script. It's so simple. Who, what, why, how. Who are you? What do you have? Why do they need it? And how can you get it? Okay, so we did this with Tony. I said, okay, first thing, here's your book. So in the video, say who you are, what do you have, why do they need it, how can they get it? So he said, hey, my name's Tony Robbins. I have this new book called Money, Master the Game. Why do you need it? Because if you want to learn how to invest your money and make a, blah, 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 blah. How do you get it? Click on the form, put in your information on the side, and we'll send it out to you for free. Just cover the shipping handling costs. Who, what, why, how. Boom. Okay, next video. Tony, here's the Ultimate Edge. Tell people who you are. Hey, this is Tony Robbins again. What do you have? I've got this really cool program for those who bought my new Money Master the Book thing called Ultimate Edge. Why do you need it? You need this if you want the edge in life. How are you going to get it? Click on the button down below. We're going to give it to you. Okay, and then upsell number 3. Who are you? Hey, this is Tony again. What do you got? I got the Ultimate Relationship Program. Why do you need it? Because if you got a relationship, blah, blah, blah. How do you get it? Click on the button down below. Who, what, why, how. Okay, you guys can master that script. You can do it on your iPhone. You can knock out videos all day long, every single day for any product, any service. We have people running car dealerships doing who, what, why, how. Okay, I'm down here at the car lot. I got this brand new car, blah, blah, blah. How do you get it? Give me a call. Okay, who, what, why, how. That script works magic. So I record all the videos for all the pages in the funnel doing who, what, why, how. Then I go into the actual, and then I go and actually plug them in. Now in the past, what I would do is this point, this is where the techie guys took over. I have to get a designer and a webmaster and a programmer and an analytics person and all sorts of people to create this funnel, and it was a nightmare. Okay, but because of what I'm about to show you guys today, you no longer have to do that. And there's a new way, there's a better way through a tool that we love called ClickFunnels. Okay, now obviously I'm obsessed with ClickFunnels. I can tell you how great I think it is, but I don't want you to take my word for it. I want to show a really quick video from one of my friends who started using ClickFunnels a little while ago, and I want you to hear it in his own words how it transformed his entire business.
Hello, my name is Garrett J. White, the Master Coach Mentor and founder of Wake Up Warrior Academy. And I will tell you this right now. We have tested with platforms. We have tested everything. I have attempted for the past 6 years to use every available software tool I could find that made it simpler for me to share my message. And it started with WordPress, and then it went plugins, and then OptimizePress, and then we went to Kajabi, and then we went to Lead Pages. And these are all wonderful. Know the owners of these guys. They're fantastic. The software tools are amazing. When ClickFunnels came out, I was like, dude, I cannot handle another software tool. I don't give a shit. We're just going to manage our stuff between Lead Pages and Kajabi. And then my friend said, just test it. Just try it out. And I went to ClickFunnels, and no bullshit. Like, every software increment over the last 5 years has been not a quantum shift in what you can do with the tool to get your message out to the marketplace. They've been incremental. So like there's been a move from Kajabi to Lead Pages or from OptimizePress to Kajabi, and they were these segmented steps that had slight improvements that made it easier. ClickFunnels, though, came out of nowhere. They took the marketplace by storm, just like Apple did when they first launched the iPhone. It was not a linear move anymore. It was a quantum move in improvement that'll open up a gap to allow people just like you watching this, people just like you and me, who are not technically savvy. We weren't born in the matrix, and we didn't have a chip implanted in our heads. We're not engineers or computer science majors, and we don't understand that stuff inherently. ClickFunnels gave you, my friend, an opportunity to cut and decrease the time of stress and anxiety and suffering behind a keyboard. Trust me, the days you want to just pound vodka and throw your Mac out the window because you can't figure shit out, ClickFunnels has brought it to a place that it is a quantum leap, an opportunity which allows you, just like the iPhone, to not only look smarter, but to feel smarter, and ultimately to only deal with the stuff that matters, which is getting your message about your product and your program and service out to the marketplace.
How many of you guys think that ClickFunnels has the most amazing customer support?
If you're spending all the time in suicide watch and having to check yourself into a hospital and honestly trying to deal with everything else that's come out before it. So I not only fully endorse ClickFunnels, it's the only software tool that we use. When it comes to our funnels online across all 4 of my businesses, we're not going anywhere else. Love Russell, love this event. This event married up to that software tool. You are a dumbass if you don't come, and that's okay. There's plenty of dumbasses on the planet. Just don't let it be you.
So how many of you guys are pumped and excited about ClickFunnels? Now what I'm going to do right now is I'm actually going to log into ClickFunnels right now, and I want to show you how I built out Tony Robbins' funnel. You guys okay with that? You guys want to see that? It'd be kind of fun, right? All right, very cool. So I'm going to log in right now, and I'm going to show you exactly how we built it. Now notice I captured the videos from Tony first. I came back and I went to ClickFunnels and I was able to build it. So let me show you how simple and how easy it is to use your very own ClickFunnels account to build any kind of funnel that you want to build. Okay, so here I am inside of ClickFunnels. I'm so excited to show you guys exactly how it works, how simple and easy it is for people like me and you to actually build our own sales funnels here inside of ClickFunnels. Now for this example, I'm actually going to build out Tony Robbins' sales funnel for his book, Money Master the Game. Now here on the left-hand side, I actually have YouTube open up so you can see, basically I recorded these videos of Tony and we upload them to YouTube. So it's nothing fancy, we just took them, uploaded them to YouTube, and all 4 videos to upsell his book, The Ultimate Edge, the Love and Relationships program, and also his coaching program are now here inside of YouTube. Now over here on the right hand side, this is actually inside of ClickFunnels. Now if you look here on the left hand side, these are each of the pages inside of Tony's funnel. This is the first page, which is going to be selling Money Master the Game. This then is the upsell page, selling the Ultimate Edge. This is the second upsell page, selling the Ultimate Relationship. And then this is the last page where we're actually going to be selling his high-end coaching program. Now if we had these out of order, the nicest thing about ClickFunnels is you can grab it and you can literally drag and drop and just move things around that fast. And that fast, the entire funnel is updated and all the internal linking will instantly work. So you don't have to have any tech people. There's no complication. You just grab, drag and drop, move things around, and that quick, everything's updated. Now for this example, I'm just going to come up here to the Money the Master of the Game page. I'm going to come down here to the edit page. I click on the button and it's going to take me inside the ClickFunnels editor. This is the part I'm most excited to show you about because this is what makes ClickFunnels so powerful. The fact that I don't have to have a programmer or technical person to do this. I can literally do this. Now I come up here and the first thing I do is I can edit the title. So this is very simple. Free copy now. What makes ClickFunnels different than any other page editor in the world is that literally if I want to move something, I can click on it, I can drag and I can drop it, and that fast it moves. Isn't that awesome? Now, not only can I move things around, the second thing I do is every time I click on something, there's a little plus button. If I click on that, ClickFunnels opens up a whole bunch of different elements I can put in here. I can put in credit card forms. I can put in Apple or Android Pay. I can put in new headlines, images, all sorts of different things right here. I can put in audio players, sign-up forms, countdown clocks, icons, dividers, pricing tables, social sharing, all these different elements you can literally add just by clicking on a button. So right here, for example, I'm going to add a progress bar. I click on progress bar, and that fast adds a progress bar here inside of ClickFunnels. Now, if I want it, if I don't like it here, I can go and I can drag and I can drop it. I can move it over here. If I want to edit, I click right here on the little gear icon, and it gives me a bunch of cool things I can do to edit. Like, for example, I can change the color if I want. I can move it. I can change different themes, so I can make animated stripes if I want. I can also come here and I can change the width. Let's say I want it to be at 30%, or no, I actually want it to be 90%. But just simple, like, anybody can do this. You literally just pushing some buttons, dragging and dropping and moving things around. Next thing I'm going to show you, I can click right here. I can add a countdown clock if I want. I scroll down to all the different elements, find one that says countdown clock, and that quick I can throw a countdown clock. Now just add this countdown clock, but as you can see, it's kind of dark, it's black. So I'm going to click right here and click on themes, and there's a whole bunch of different designs I can make for my countdown clock. So I'm going to scroll down to one that I like. I click a button and boom, that fast we now have a countdown clock. And again, if I don't like it here, I can go and I can drag it, I can move it over here if I want, or if I just decide I don't like countdown clock, I can delete that as well. And that's how simple it is to build anything you want here inside of ClickFunnels. Now for this example, I'm going to come back here. This is the video that we made with Tony to be able to sell this product. So I'm going to come up here to the URL, I'm going to copy it, I'm going to click here on the video, I come over here, and I delete the video that's already in there. I'm going to just paste that video link right here. And I'm going to click on the save button. Now when I do that, check this out. I'm going to preview the page, and when I do, you are going to see Tony Robbins selling Tony's product.
Hi, it's Tony Robbins. Listen, I'm here today to offer you a unique opportunity, and that
Isn't that awesome? That quick, I have an amazing page of Tony Robbins selling his actual product. Now if I come back here again, if I want, I can add a picture of the book. If I click on the plus button right here, I click on image, which adds a little image here. Then I can click on the gear, and I can upload an image. So I'm going to go right here, and I found a picture of Tony Robbins' book cover. I click on that right here. It uploads the image almost instantly. I click on it here, and there you go. Now I got a picture of Tony's book right there on the page. And if I come down here, let's say in this template I don't like something, I can move things around. I can grab Carl Icahn, I can move him above Ray Dalio, or if I decide, no, I want Carl on the bottom, I can drag and drop, move things around. But that's simple, you guys. And there's no way to mess these pages up. That's the best part. You don't have to have a programmer or designer to move things or ask them to do things. You can come in here and just very quickly and very easily make pages that are proven to convert. Then I can save the button right here. If I want, I can check out, see what it's going to look like when somebody's on their phone, and I can see this is what it's going to look like mobily. And if I want, I can hide certain things. Let's say on mobile, I don't want to show this picture right here. I click on settings, I can click on desktop only, and it disappears now on mobile, and it only shows up on the desktop. So it's really simple to make this look exactly how you want it to look on your phone as well as on the desktop. Okay, now I'm going to exit this page here. Now the very first page here inside the funnel is done. Now how long did it take me? 3 or 4 minutes of literally dragging and dropping and copying and pasting. That's all it takes to make amazing pages here inside of ClickFunnels. Now that the first page is done, I'm going to move on to the second page. Second page is the Ultimate Edge. Now on this page, what's amazing is I'm going to actually do what we call a one-click upsell. So I'm going to edit this page right here. And the product people are buying are the Ultimate Edge. So I'm going to come right here. I'm actually going to click over here, and I'm going to grab this second video. This is a video of Tony upselling the Ultimate Edge. I click right here. I delete the old video. I'm going to paste the new video in. If I want, I can go and I can click right here and I can add an image of the actual product to make it look really, really cool. So I click on the image. I'm going to upload an image. Upload the picture of the Ultimate Edge. And in a few seconds, that will be uploaded to ClickFunnels. And that quick, we got the picture of the product. Now, I want to actually have the video of Tony up top because he is such a good salesperson. I want to make sure it's the first thing they see. So I can literally just grab this. I can drag and drop it wherever I want it to be. The headline's kind of big, so if I want, I can just shrink it down as well. Now I save the page. I click on preview.
Hey, thanks a lot for taking the time to fill this out. And this book is on its way.
And there you go. Now there's Tony talking about his book and pitching the Ultimate Edge upsell. And the coolest thing is when somebody comes and they order this, they just have to click on this upgrade my order now. And because they put in their credit card back here on page number 1, they don't have to put their credit card in again. This is what we call a one-click upsell. I click on that button and instantly their credit card is charged. And that is one of the secrets behind why funnels are so amazing. Now I'm not going to go through and edit every single one of these pages with you, but you can see how simple and how easy it is. I just go click on this page, I change the text, I move things around, I copy and paste, I add my videos, add my images, and that fast, these pages become your pages. Pages that are customized and designed to actually sell your products and your services. And that's how simple and how easy it is to use ClickFunnels. All right, so how many of you guys are excited seeing how easy it is to make funnels inside of ClickFunnels? All right, now I'm watching the comments during that demo, and the biggest question people are asking is like, "Will this work for my business? Work for my business?" You're like, listing out business after business, and I don't know how to make this more simple, you guys. This will only work for your business if your business needs to generate leads or to create customers. So yeah, every business, okay? So anyone, like everyone that says like, will work for my business, the answer is yes. Yes, 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 yes. Like I don't know how to make it more simple than that. There's no business that a funnel will not work for, okay? Unless your business does not need to generate leads or customers, okay? Because ClickFunnels will generate leads and create customers, sell your products, sell your services. Like it works for all types of businesses. And that's the key, you guys. Okay, hopefully that makes sense. I don't know if I can be more clear than that. So hopefully that resolves that concern for forever. If you have a business, you need a funnel. Okay, but only if you want to grow that business. If you don't, then you shouldn't use one. All right. Okay, secret number 3 then. Now I'm going to show you guys how to get the exact same customers who are currently going to your competitors' funnels to start coming to your funnel instead. Okay, so I told you before, the funnel we were funnel hacking is venusfactor.com, right? Now, wouldn't that be cool if we could just contact Venus Factor and be like, hey man, so I know you're super rich, making like 100 grand a day, and I'm sure you got airplanes and jets, and you're probably just bored with everything right now. And I have a funnel I created, similar product, similar offer. Is there any way that you could tell me where you buy all your traffic from? Because that would make my life so much easier. Okay, if you made that call to someone, what do you think they would probably say? They hang up, right? Okay, so obviously we can't do that. But the nice thing about the internet is that there's websites that will show you all of that information. Okay, so the site that I use is called similarweb.com. There's a couple other services do it as well, but I love SimilarWeb. You go to similarweb.com, and on the website, on the homepage, type in the website URL of the website you're funnel hacking. So I type in venusfactor.com, I click on the search button, and boom, it shows me all this information about that funnel. Okay, so right here I can see how much traffic, how many visitors they're getting. So this is saying they're getting between 1 and 3 million visitors a month. People ask how they make 100 grand a day. It's because they're getting 3 million people a month coming to their website. It's not that hard at that point, right? Then you scroll down a little bit further, and it shows you the top referring websites that are driving traffic to that website. So here on the left-hand side, it shows me, here's all the top referring websites. So number 1 is lifeguru.com, then naturalnews.com, then newsmax.com. Now, I didn't know what any of these sites were, and I looked at lifeguru.com, and it looks like, what, a third of their traffic or so is coming from lifeguru.com. So if 3 million visitors a month, like a million a month are coming from Life Guru. So I'm like, what is that? So I went to lifeguru.com, and it's this blog. And I was so confused. I'm like, okay, this blog is about like finding love and eating healthy and looking fit. I'm scrolling around, and all of a sudden I see this picture of a banana that says 5 foods never to eat. I look at that, I'm like, what is that? And I click on the banana, and guess where it took me? You're right, it took me to Venus Factor, okay? Now, if you go back to SimilarWeb and you scroll down a little bit further, there's a button here that says, show the ads. This is like the show me the money button. Show me the ads. I click on that, and it shows me every single ad that Venus Factor has ever ran from the beginning of time till now. Is that amazing? Now, that's on the free version of SimilarWeb. If you upgrade, there's a paid version as well. On the paid version, not only does it show you the ads that have been running, it'll show you how long each of these ads have been running. So say this ad ran for 2 weeks, but then we didn't see it again. But this ad's been running for 728 days, and it's still live today. Now, what do you know about an ad that's been running for 728 days? Either the people are, either it's working really, really good, or the people like to burn money, or they're venture back and they don't even care, right? Like that's the only options. So it's probably working. So if you knew that this ad is working to drive people in that funnel, what do you think we should do? Okay? Right now we know two things. Number one, we know exactly where they're advertising. We know exactly what they're saying to get people to click on those ads. What do you think we should do with this information? You guys are all commenting. You're all saying, copy it, copy it. No, do not copy it. We model it. We model what works, okay? So the first thing I do is get some banner ads designed. Now, the site I go to, I model the message, I model the design, I model the sizes. The place I go to get my ads designed is called $20banners.com. People always ask me, Russell, how much do banner ads cost to get done there? I'm like, are you kidding me? It's called $20banners.com. Like, it's $20. So you go to $20banners.com, you show them the ads of the site you're funnel hacking, you say, I want something that's similar, and then they model it. They don't copy it. So I modeled it for one of my offers. So I modeled the look, the feel, the layout. Because they've proven for some reason people click on ads that look like this with a purple headline. So they had a pretty girl, I had a pretty girl. They had a purple headline, I had a purple headline. Notice the purple headline is different. It's my headline, not theirs. But I'm modeling the look and the feel and the layout because they've proven that this market responds to this type of an ad. Okay? Now that I have this ad, all I got to do is I go back to the exact same websites that my competitors are buying ads on, and I buy ads on those websites as well. How many of you guys just had an aha moment right there? Okay, this is big. Now, a lot of times we talk about like how do you get ads from Facebook and YouTube and things like that. And those are all great ways to get traffic. The problem with those is like, for me, those are kind of hard. Like I remember when I first started online, everyone was doing Google AdWords, and I tried that for a while, and it was really hard. It was complicated, it was confusing, and luckily Google like slapped everybody and kicked us all out. And I was like, oh, thank heavens. Then next, everyone went to SEO. So I was doing SEO and doing backlinking and title tags and all sorts of content, all sorts of stuff like that. And it was work and like crazy, and it worked for a little bit, and then like Google slapped us all again, and we got kicked out. I'm like, oh, thank heavens. Then Facebook came out. Facebook, I believe, is easier, but it's still tough for me. Like, I'm not an analytical person like that. So I got someone on my team that runs all our Facebook ads. But this strategy right here, this is so simple. Even someone like me could do it. I find the ads that my competitors are buying ads on profitably. I then email the dude who owns the site. I'm like, hey, man, you're selling ads to my competitors. He's like, yep. I said, can I buy an ad too? He says, yep. I said, how much does it cost? He tells me. I send him some money. I send him my banner ad, and boom, that fast, a percentage of all the traffic that's going to that website is now going to my website instead. You guys getting this? This is the power of how we 10x companies in 12 months. Okay? All right. Now I have a question for you guys. If we model what works, right? We found a funnel that works, okay? And we modeled, we didn't copy, we created our own version of it, right? We modeled the look, the feel, the layout, the price points. So we modeled it. Then we found out where they were getting their traffic from, and we went back to the same website and bought traffic from it. Do you think that if you model what was proven to work, you could be successful like them? Yeah, of course you could, right? And some of you looking and saying, well, that's cool, Russell, but like, man, if I was modeling Venus Factor and they're making $100,000 a day, like I don't think that's possible. And I totally get that. That's even hard for me to comprehend sometimes, right? $100,000 a day is a lot of money. So let's just say you follow this funnel hacking process. You find a funnel, you model it, and let's say you totally screw it up and you only make 10% of what Venus Factor makes. You only make an extra $10,000 a day. How many of you guys an extra $10,000 a day radically shift your life for forever? Yeah, that's a lot of money, right? And some of you guys looking at that, you're still like, well, $10,000 a day, Russell, that's hard to kind of fathom. I understand that. So let's just say you go through this process, you funnel hack somebody, and you totally screw it up. You only get 10%. Of the 10%, you only make an extra $1,000 a day. Okay, it's $30,000 a month, $360,000 a year. How many of you guys would that radically shift your life forever right now? Yeah, that's a big deal. That's kind of money that changes people's lives for forever. Okay, but let's just say you're just getting started, you're newbie, you're like, I don't know if this is gonna work. And so you try this process and you totally screwed up. Only get 10% of the 10% of the 10%, only make an extra $100 a day. $100 a day, it's $3,000 a month. What would you do with an extra $3,000 a month right now? Would that cover like a student loan, cover your credit card bills, cover your house payment, your car payment, your apartment payment? Okay, or would you get a new car? Okay, what kind of payment could you get on a new car? Okay, you guys see how this works? You don't have to be perfect to have this work, okay? You just got to model what works, follow the process, and even if you don't get it perfect, you can still have success, okay? That's the funnel hacking process I want you guys to understand, okay? So let me ask you guys a question. We've been going here for a little over an hour, and I know that I talked fast, but I had so much cool stuff I wanted to share with you. I wanted to jam it in. I'm curious, how many of you guys feel a little bit like this right now? I remember the first time I spoke at an event, I was just like more excited to get the faster I talk, and I was sharing everything, and I get off stage, and this guy ran up to me. He's like, Russell, that was amazing. I felt like I had a fire hose in my mouth the entire time. And then I told someone on my team that, and they sent me this picture the next day, and I was like, that's probably what people feel like when they hear me speak. So I totally understand that. Because of that, I didn't want to leave you guys in this state. I want to be able to take you from today and help you on this process and help you on this journey. And so I want to actually ask you guys permission Are you guys okay if I spend about 10, 15 minutes or so going through a special offer we created for you guys that's going to actually help you to implement this inside of your business? All you guys who are asking, will it work for my business? Will it work for my business? You're kind of confused. Like, I want to take you by the hand and walk you through a process so you understand exactly how this will work for your business. I want to give you an account to ClickFunnels you can use for free for the next 6 months. You're not stressing about monthly payments, but you can use it and master it and perfect it. I want to give you all the tools, the training you need to be successful. Okay, so we created a really special offer. You guys cool if I spend about 10 minutes going through that real quick, you guys? All right. Alan said, take my hand. All right, everyone said, cool. All right, I'm gonna jump right in real quick. So we created a really special offer that we call Funnel Hacks. Now, what you're gonna get when you invest in Funnel Hacks today, the first thing you're gonna get, we're gonna give you 6 months of ClickFunnels for free, okay? The reason why is I don't want you stressing out the monthly payments, I want you using it and just knowing like I got 6 months to make this thing work and figure it out for me, okay? Some of you guys might take a month, some might take 2 months, might take a little time to figure it out, but as soon as you get it, again, you're one funnel away from 10xing your company. Okay, so this gives you 6 months of runway just to learn the system and to perfect it and have success with it. Okay, so I'm gonna give you 6 months of ClickFunnels for free. Now, inside of our ClickFunnels accounts, I'm gonna give you our enterprise members can create up to 70 funnels. Now, you'll need 1 or 2 funnels, but you can create up to 70. You're gonna have up to 100,000 monthly visitors can come to your pages and a whole bunch more. Okay, now the coolest thing is when you have your ClickFunnels account, I'm gonna give you. You're gonna be able to do a bunch of things. You can create opt-in funnels to build a list. You can create sales funnels to sell your products, have one-click upsells and downsells and more. Webinar funnels, so you can go create webinars like the one we're on right now. Automated webinar funnels, product launch funnels, membership funnels, and a whole bunch more. Okay, so those are all things you'll be able to create. But on top of that, you're also gonna be able to get rid of a lot of things. In fact, our average ClickFunnels member saves over $1,000 a month the second they start using ClickFunnels because of all the things they can get rid of. You can get rid of your landing page software. Okay, in fact, it's funny. Our biggest competitor right now sells landing page software, and it's the same monthly fees as ClickFunnels. Is that crazy? And all it does is landing pages, and you can't even move or edit things on the pages. Okay, so you can get rid of any other landing page software. You can cancel those accounts. You can get rid of your split testing software. You can get rid of your shopping carts. You can get rid of your email autoresponders. You can get rid of your text message autoresponders, your automated webinar software, your affiliate software. You can get rid of your membership site software. You can delete Photoshop. You can uninstall WordPress. You can get rid of your website hosting, fire your programmers, your designers, your webmasters, and so much more. Okay, you just understand ClickFunnels should never cost you anything ever. Okay. ClickFunnels replaces all of these things so that you, as an entrepreneur, have the freedom to create whatever it is you want to create. So you can sell the products you want. Okay, our mission with ClickFunnels is to free all entrepreneurs so they can go back to changing the world. Okay, so many entrepreneurs have so many ideas, but they get handcuffed down by the technical side and nothing ever happens. I want to free you of that today. That's my goal. Okay, and so ClickFunnels will always be a tool that's free to you because you can get rid of all these other things. All right. Now, the average person, like I said, saves over $1,000 a month by switching to ClickFunnels. Okay. And some of you guys are here and you're saying, well, Russell, what if I already have a ClickFunnels account? Okay, I already have a ClickFunnels account. What should I do? If you already have a ClickFunnels account, don't freak out. We love you. We care about you. We're going to take care of you. So what you're going to do is what we'll do is we'll upgrade your account to the highest level and you get ClickFunnels for free for the next 6 months. Okay, now here's what you're going to get. First thing you're going to get 6-month enterprise account to ClickFunnels, then total value of $3,564. All right, the second thing you're going to get is the Funnel Hacks Masterclass and the Funnel Builder Secrets Training. Okay, you guys okay if you over deliver? I want to give you access to both of these. The first one is going to teach you how to funnel hack. The second one will teach you how to build funnels and go deep, okay? And inside these trainings, we cover all of the core ways to build funnels. We go through opt-in funnels, sales funnels, webinar funnels, automated webinar funnels, product launch funnels, membership funnels, and a whole bunch more. Now, the coolest thing is these trainings have all been pre-recorded. That means you can go in there tonight if you're like, I want a membership site. You can go in there tonight and just go watch the training membership site and build it. Now, the way this training is broken up, the first half of the training is for you, the entrepreneur. So you can understand the strategy behind it. And the second half of the training is for the technical person on your team who's going to actually do it. Now, some of you guys are like me and you're like, I'm going to be the one who actually builds funnels. So you just watch that, copy what we do, like model it, and then boom, you'll build a funnel with you. Some of you guys are like, I don't want to do the funnel part. I have a tech guy or tech gal. If you have one of those, then let your tech guy or tech gal watch that part of the training and they can know how to do all the funnels for you. And some of you guys are like, Russell, I don't have a tech guy or tech gal. What should I do? So if you don't have a tech guy or tech gal, bring your kids on and we will have your kids learn ClickFunnels. They'll become the most profitable employee on your team. Now, I'm only slightly joking. I've got twins that are 12 years old. Both of them have ClickFunnels accounts and know how to use them. At the last Funnel Hacking Live, we had probably 2 or 3 dozen kids who were there as attendees who were building funnels, some of them making over 6 figures a year. We got a couple teenagers who are on the way to getting the 2 Comma Club award. So this is not a joke. Forbes Riley, some of you guys know Forbes. She's like a legitimate famous person. I met her at the last event I was at, and she came to give me a huge hug. And she said, this is my daughter right here. She's a 16-year-old girl. She builds all of my funnels. She builds Joe Steinman's funnels. She builds all the funnels for everyone in my world. Okay, so your teenagers, your kids can do this as well. Okay, this is a fun activity to do with kids. In fact, we have a lot of homeschoolers who buy this program for their kids and say, study this. This is your business degree. Okay, that's how powerful this training program is. Now, I want to give you guys some success stories of people who have a chance to go through it. And you've probably heard some of these people's names because they've gone on to become legends since then. But Liz Benny, she started her career online through this program. She went through it and she said, with our webinar funnel, with our new funnel, which was the webinar funnel, this month we got 35 new clients at $997 each. Now that we have the funnel perfected, we're on track to get 100 new clients this month. Okay, I'm not that good at math, but 100 clients at $997 is pretty amazing. Now, some of you guys looking and saying, well, that's great for Liz Russell, but that's not gonna happen for me. But I promise you this, if you had asked Liz this 4 months before she got started, if she thought it was possible to make 100 grand in a month, she wouldn't have believed you either. Okay, so it's happening, you guys. You cannot discount it. Now, since this testimony has gone on, Liz has gone on to win multiple Two Comma Club awards. She's on her way to winning one of our 8-figure awards because she followed the process. You guys getting this? Does this make sense how this is all working? Okay, your peers, people around you are doing this every single day. And now it's your time too. Now, some of you guys, it's not your first time on a webinar like this with me, right? And you've heard this before, and you didn't take action last time. My question is, why not? Where would you be right now if you would have taken action then? Okay, Liz finally took action. And I look at her progress since then, it's been insane. Next one I shared, this is Mike Stanzik. Now Mike, when I first met him, he was probably the greenest green newbie I'd ever met. He did not know what a funnel was for sure, and I don't think he even knew what a website was. And Mike said, I've never had an actual funnel before ClickFunnels. I followed Russell's instructions. I set up a sales funnel, bought my first ad on my very first try, sold 8 people on my front end, and 2 people bought my $197 upsell. Isn't that awesome? And some of you guys are looking at it saying, Russell, he made $400. Who cares? But I want to stress, he said, on my first try. Okay? Now, how many of you guys have been trying this whole internet marketing game for a while now? How many of you guys have been doing it for more than a month? More than 6 months, more than a year, 2 years or beyond? What would have been worth to you to be successful on your first try, like Mike? Okay, that's the power in this funnel hacks process, you guys. You're not guessing and reinventing the wheel and hoping and praying. You're going into a market, you're going into a business with absolute certainty that what you are creating is the right thing. That's the difference here. Okay? People ask me, Russell, how do all the businesses you create now successful? I said the reason why is because I don't guess. I funnel hack people. I know with 100% accuracy before I get started if my business is going to work, and then I do it. And that's what I want to show you guys through this process. Okay. Next is Simon Cryer. Simon said, I followed the funnel hack system. I found a funnel I liked. I modeled it. And on my very first test, we doubled over on our ad spend. We put $1 in and got $2 back out. Now, the reason why I shared that with you guys is people always ask me, Russell, when my funnel's done, how much money do I have to invest in advertising? Like, it's a bad thing. I smile. I said, okay, well, let's say you do like Simon did and you follow the funnel hacks process and you create a funnel that converts and you put $1 in advertising in on Monday and you get $2 back out on Tuesday. How much do you think you should invest? And they say, well, if I put $1 in on Monday and I get $2 back out on Tuesday, I want to put in $1 million a day. I said, exactly. When you have a funnel that works, you don't have an advertising budget. Okay? With my funnels right now, I tell my ad team I spend as much money as humanly possible because every dollar I put in, I get 2 or more back out. Okay? I do not have an advertising budget. Neither will you when you have a funnel that works. Okay, that's the key, you guys. That's how we're able to beat all of our competitors with hundreds of millions of dollars in funding because we have funnels that are profitable up front. And I'm going to show you guys how to do the exact same thing for your company. Do you want to give you kind of your experience about this? I got one more video I want to share with you guys. This is from Drew Canole. I told you guys before about him with FitLife TV. And Drew, he went through this process. We helped him launch his funnel, which is exciting. But even more exciting is because of that, how many more people he can affect with his message and his product. So I want to hear in his own words how this funnel process has affected him and his company and the people's lives that they serve. Do you want to give you kind of your experience about the funnel stuff that I went through with you guys?
Absolutely. So what was it? About 4 months ago, I bought the book, 108 Split Tests. And I was looking through this book. And I'm like, this book is just loaded with goodness. I'm like, in the back of my mind, being a visionary, you know, you have all these ideas as entrepreneurs, right? Everybody in the room has 1,000 ideas. In my mind at the time, I was like, what if Russell could come here and help the FitLife TV team build our supplement funnel and the different things that we're creating? Because at the time, we were doing well, like Jamel said, over $1 million every year, but we wanted to 10x it and take it to the next level. So Brunson came out. He spent the entire day with us. He just blew our minds of the content that he was delivering, and we were in our conference room. We didn't even have a whiteboard in the conference room. Poor guy was drawing on the windows in this place. And he mapped out the entire strategy, the entire funnel for the product launch that we just put into play. And literally within 2 weeks, I mean, we 10x'd our business or more. And we have pre-orders coming in now that's essentially going to pay for all of our product for like the next year and a half. It's ridiculous. So I believe in it. I think it's absolutely amazing what he teaches. What he's telling you guys to do, it completely can radically transform your business if you just listen and follow with it instead of trying to be creative and putting your touch into it. Follow the pros that have been doing it for over a decade. And that's exactly what we did. And now we're not only making more money, but our mission and purpose here is to transform 10 million people this year. And we're well on our way to do that with physical products outside of just digital. So you're touching those lives through us, my man, and I want to appreciate you for that. So thanks.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
All right, I hope you guys are getting this. Hope you guys see the power behind what I'm trying to share with you guys here. Now, the question I see popping in the comments already is like, well, what about me, Russell? Like, I'm just in startup phase. I don't have a product yet. So if you don't have a product yet, I don't want you to worry for two reasons. Number one, the very first module, we're going to show you guys how to build an opt-in funnel to build a list. Now, I have friends make over $1 million a year just selling other people's products through a list. Okay, so watch that module, learn how to build a list and sell other people's products. Number two, we teach you in the course how to actually create your own product. In fact, right here, this is Brandon and Kaylin. Now, they joined this program about 3 years ago when it first came out. Okay, and they did not have a product. Okay, in fact, I had Brandon and Kaylin kind of tell me the story, and like they watched a webinar like this, they got excited, and Kaylin said, "Brandon, go buy it." And he went to go buy it, and he freaked out, and instead he wimped out and just bought the trial at ClickFunnels instead. And she came back and said, "No, we need to buy it." And so she went and bought it for $1,000, and they were freaked out, they were scared, they didn't have the money, they didn't know what to do, and they started going through the training. Okay, and now fast forward 3 years later, they've helped over 100,000 women inside their programs, and this year they qualified for the Two Comma Club, or excuse me, the 8-figure award. Making over $10 million inside one of their funnels. And so I want you to hear really quick, because I want them to coach you through how to have success, because they figured it out. They went through this process, the exact same process you were about to go through. In fact, first time they shared that, all these people around said, well, like, what program did you go through? And said, Funnel Hacks. They're like, oh, I own that too. Like, well, did you go through it? They're like, no. So I want you to hear in their own words how to be successful. If you've modeled what these guys did, then you can have success like they did. Okay, so here's a quick video they sent me to show you how to be successful with this program.
What's up, Russell? Guys, my name is Brandon. This is my wife, Kaylin. And we just want to share real quick, literally 3 years ago, we were like to the end of ourselves. We had no money in our bank account. She was like, am I gonna be able to buy groceries?
Yeah.
And it was crazy. We were transitioning out of a past career, and we wanted to do something online. We wanted to take our passion for health and fitness and help people online, but we didn't know how to do it. And luckily, I met a friend through a crazy connection, ended up connecting with ClickFunnels, and we bought this thing. He had this webinar.
We spent the last money in our bank account, like legit.
Yeah.
The last money we had in our bank account.
And I didn't even want to push the button because I was too scared to buy it.
I had to like force him to do it.
Yeah, and she did. So it's the best, literally the best thing that we ever did. We're literally sitting in the parking lot of, I think you can see it, of Wells Fargo right now, about to, no, it's so crazy. We're like literally about to buy our like dream vacation home at a lake, and it's just nuts. And so we've been able to help over 100,000 women with our program called Lady Boss, and we're just so excited. So literally what we did is we got Russell's thing, and I literally made us sit down in the living room, remember?
Yeah, and we had to stop the video like every 20 seconds. Every time Russell would say do something, we would pause the video, and we had these huge whiteboards, and we would map it all out, and it'd take us like 8 hours, and then we'd come back, we'd play the video, 30 seconds, he'd say to do something else, we'd pause it, we'd map it all out, take another 4 hours, and we just did that until it was done.
Yeah, so literally we knew nothing. Like the extent of my internet marketing experience 3 years ago when we signed up with Russell was, I think I could play video games and I could hook up a VCR, right? Like literally. And so we went from like that to like now helping over 100,000 people with our online business, and using Russell and ClickFunnels and just taking his training. He literally just maps it out for you. It's like you just pause it, do this, okay, great. Next step, it's like going to school, except way better.
So thank you, Russell, and thank you, ClickFunnels. You're amazing.
Yeah, man, we appreciate it so much, and just do it. Please.
Do what Russell says.
Just do it. You invented that hashtag, by the way.
Hashtag.
Yeah. See you guys.
All right, so that's how the process works, you guys. So the first thing you're gonna get 6-month enterprise account to ClickFunnels, then you get 6-week Funnel Hacks Masterclass, Funnel Builder Secrets, the total value $6,561. Then the next thing, what else do you guys need to be successful? Okay, you got the funnel software, you got the funnel training. I want to make sure you have everything you need to be successful. I don't want to leave anything out. Okay, so you got the funnel software, you got the funnel training. What else do you guys need? Oh, what about more traffic? Okay, now obviously we shared with you guys one of the ways to get traffic in my funnels, but there's a lot of ways to get traffic. Okay, and so I told you guys earlier about John Reese. Okay, he's the first person in our market to make $1 million in a day. And he did it through selling a course he calls Traffic Secrets. And recently he just redid the entire membership site, redid all the training, and he put in over 125 different traffic sources. And I went through and actually bought it. And after I bought it, I was like, John, this is really, really, really good. Like, I know a lot about traffic, but this isn't even like, I didn't even know there was this many ways on, like, I didn't know it was even possible. And I said, I have a question. Can I like give everyone who buys our Funnel Builder Secrets program access to Traffic Secrets? And he's like, no, dude, I sell this for $1,000 by itself. I'm like, I know, but like they all need this. And he's like, no, we can't. I said, okay, what would it take for me to buy the entire company from you so I can give this to everybody who invests for free? And he's like, Russell, it's going to cost at least $1 million. And I said, all right. And so after that, we made an agreement. I ended up wiring John over the next month or so a whole bunch of payments that equaled up to almost $1 million to buy Traffic Secrets from John so that I could give it to you guys for free. I hope you're okay with that. You guys okay if we over deliver? So what that means is that you get lifetime access to the Traffic Secrets membership site for free when you get started today. So here's a recap. We're going to get 6-month enterprise account, ClickFunnels, 6-week Funnel X Masterclass, Funnel Builder Secrets, our Traffic Secrets, total value of $8,558. So what else do you guys need? I want to make sure you got nothing, no other excuses. So the next thing you guys need is copy, right? That's the next thing is like, how do I put the words on the pages, okay? I told you before, this funnel right here, the most expensive part of the funnel was the sales letters, the copy. It cost me $20,000 just for that piece alone. So my guess for you is like, if it costs $20,000, if you had extra $20,000 laying around for your sales letter, you probably wouldn't be here, right? Okay, that part's expensive. So like, how do we take that away from people to make it simple? And so where is copy? Copy is in all parts of your funnel. It's the headline, it's the video, it's the sales letter, it's the upsell pages, the upsell videos, like all the words everywhere. That's copy. Okay, copy is also the email, the ads you run. Okay, it's the headlines, it's the emails you send out. Like, it's everywhere. Okay. Now, recently, over the last couple of years, I hired a lot of copywriters. For this sales letter, the Nurse Sales letter cost me $20,000. This one right here cost me $20,000. This one cost me $15,000. Oh, by the way, this one right here didn't convert. So that $20,000, I made $0 back from it. This one cost me $15,000. This one's $15,000. This was $15,000. That was $15,000. So sales letters between $15,000 to $20,000 typically for a sales letter, and you have no guarantee it's actually going to work. Okay, it's the most expensive part. So I have a business partner, and we created a product called Funnel Scripts. We're gonna give you 12-month access to Funnel Scripts. So Funnel Scripts will literally write all your sales letters, your ads, your emails, your webinar slides, and write them all in under 10 minutes without having to hire an expensive copywriter. So you guys will get a free account for that for the next 12 months. Okay. Now let me show you how Funnel Scripts works. So you log in here. On the left-hand side, it's got a whole bunch of types of scripts. You got ads, headlines, emails, pay-per-click ads, Facebook ads, things like that. You find the ad, you click on what kind of copy you want to write. Then, for example, I'm going to click on ads for this one. And this is Jim Edwards here. He went through over 10,000 of the highest converting ads, headlines, sales letters, everything, reverse engineered them for you, built them into the software. So you basically go and you type in some information about your business, you click a button, and then it goes through and it'll preload the top 1,000 ads of all time with your business, your product, your service inside of the ads. Okay, let me show you how it works. I come here, this is a killer headline script. You scroll down here, you fill it in, you fill in like what your audience is, your main keyword number 2, and you fill in this form right here, click on the build button, and then boom, this fast takes the highest converting headlines in the history of mankind and plugs your product, your service into them. You guys getting this? You see the power? How many ads, Facebook ads, emails that you need headlines for, okay? Here's hundreds and hundreds of headlines you can use. And this is just the headline wizard. We do the same thing for the Facebook ad wizard, for the email wizard, for the webinar, like all the other, every copy you need is built inside of inside of Funnel Scripts here. And you guys get 12 months access to Funnel Scripts for free as well when you guys invest today. And some of you guys are saying, Russell, what if I already have Funnel Scripts? I already bought this. Okay, if you already have Funnel Scripts, don't stress out, okay? What we're gonna do is we're gonna give you 12 months more access. So if you've been in it for 3 or 4 months, we'll bump out your billing for another 12 months. That way you got 12 months access to Funnel Scripts as well. You guys okay if we over deliver? All right, cool. So here's a recap. You can get the 6-month enterprise account, ClickFunnels, 6-week Funnel X Masterclass, Funnel Builder Secrets, Traffic Secrets, Funnel Scripts, total value $11,552. Now, obviously, I'm not gonna charge you guys $11,552. But I have a question for you. Let's say that we did charge you $11,552 for everything today. And if all that this did was finally give you a funnel that was profitable, where you could put $1 in advertising in and get $2 back out, would it be worth it? Heck yeah, it would. Okay? I used to spend way more than $11,000 on a single funnel. Okay? Let alone one that's actually going to work. Now, if all this did was help you to share your message with more people, would it be worth the $11,552? Yeah, of course it would. I spend more than that per day on Facebook ads alone trying to get my message out to more people. Okay, now if all this did was give you the ability to cancel all of your monthly tools you're currently using to glue together your funnels, would it be worth the $11,552? Yeah. Okay, I told you the average entrepreneur right now saves over $1,000 a month the second they start using ClickFunnels. And so will you. That's over $12,000 a year. So basically this whole package is free. Now, if you guys remember that number, $11,552, that's the number at the very beginning of this presentation you guys committed to paying when I could prove to you beyond a shadow of doubt that the funnel was the only way for you to 10x your business in the next 12 months. Okay? And all of you guys committed that you were going to pay that. Now, the good news is we're not going to charge you guys that much, okay? But when I was kind of pricing this out, I had two different choices. Like, how should we do this? I want to make sure it's going to be successful for everyone. So the first option was to go as cheap as possible and try to sell as many of these things as we could. The problem with that is it doesn't really incentivize me to stack on the value for you, okay? Since we launched ClickFunnels, so far we've had 37 ClickFunnels killers that have been launched. How do I know that? Because every time the next ClickFunnels killer comes out, I get email from like 50 people sharing me the links to it, okay? What's been interesting, all 37 that have come out are now, 100% of them are now out of business. Why? They all come out to try to be as cheap as possible. For $97 one time, you can have new ClickFunnels killer. And what happens? People buy it, and they don't have money to support it. Right now, I spend over $250,000 a month just on support people to support you. Okay, we spend almost that much in programming and programmers as well, because every single day we're trying to make software better and better and better for you. So because of that, we didn't decide to go the cheap way. Instead, what we did is what we created requires a little bit higher investment on your side. But the cool thing is in exchange for that, I can devote more resources to help guarantee your success. Okay, you guys getting this? All right, so my question for you is, what do you think one funnel will be worth to you inside of your business? Okay, like how much would it be worth if you had one successful funnel? Now, think about that. Like, what would that mean for your companies? An extra $10,000 a month, extra $100,000 a month, or more? Okay, and if you knew that was going to make you an extra $100,000 a month inside your company, how much would you pay then to have somebody create for you that one perfect funnel? Okay, now this funnel right here cost me $29,000 to build. Am I curious? How many of you guys give me 29 grand if I gave you this funnel? All right, some of you are saying yes, a lot of no's. Okay, let me put this in perspective for you. This one cost me $29,000, but currently, before we sold the company, it was making me $17,947 per day. If you do the math on that, it's $500,000 a month or $6 million a year. So how many of you guys would give me $29,000 if I gave you $6 million a year? Oh, yeah, it changes perspective a little bit, doesn't it? Okay. Now, it's because this isn't a cost, it's an investment. You guys getting this? I want you to understand that this isn't a cost. You guys invest in this and it'll pay for itself multiple times over, okay? These funnels I'm sharing with you guys would have been worth over $127 million in funding from a venture capital firm, but instead I had a funnel, okay? Well, understand the value of one funnel is anywhere from, at least for me, between $38 and $127 million, okay? That's why this is so important. So you can see why people are currently paying us $250,000 plus royalties just to set up a single funnel for them. Because the funnel is the key, you guys. It's the only way to 10x your business in the next 12 months. That's it. So you can see why this is a screaming good deal at the $11,552. Outside of this, right now, we're selling this for $5,997 because you guys are on the webinar today. And I want you guys to all be able to 10x your companies in the next 12 months. That's my goal. That's my mission over the next 12 months is to help you to 10x your company. So because of that, we decided to give you access to everything we talked about today for just one payment of $1,997 today. Okay, now I want to put that in perspective real quick. If you were to go to clickfunnels.com right now, for the account you're getting for free, it's literally $1,782. You guys get for free for the next 6 months today. Okay, so if you go to clickfunnels.com right now, there is the thing, and it's a real thing. It's not something I'm making up. Okay, we have over 11,000 people right now paying the $297 per month to have access to that, and you guys get it for free for the next 6 months. Okay, so right now you've kind of got two different choices. Your first option is don't do anything and not take this leap of faith, which by the way is 100% risk-free. But the problem with that is if you do nothing, it means you didn't get anything from today. You came here, you got inspired, you got excited, you saw the path, you saw the process, and then you didn't do anything. And so nothing's going to change. So you came here because you were waiting for something to change, right? So your second option is just pony up this tiny little investment today compared to all the value you're going to get in return and just give it a shot. Just try it out. Just see if this process will work for you, okay? And if it doesn't, we have a philosophy here in our company that if we can't make you money, then we don't deserve yours. And we stand by that 100%. Okay, so you guys understand that. So what that means is that you can get started today and go through this process, go through the funnel software, go through the funnel training, go through the traffic stuff, go through use and abuse everything, build funnels, write copy, do everything. Sign up today, and if you don't like it for any reason, I don't care if it's 29 days, 23 hours, and 59 minutes from right now, just let us know and we'll give you your money back. Okay, but don't make that choice today. Like make that choice in the future. Put off that decision for later. The only choice you have to make today is, do I think this will work for my business? If the answer is yes, you need to start moving forward and doing it. If the answer is like anything else, then don't worry. Like all you gotta decide is do I think this will work for my business? If so, then get started. Okay. And then you got 30 days to figure it out. If it doesn't work for you, let us know. We don't need your money. Okay. This is not about me. This is about you. All right. I want you guys to understand that. So you got a full 30-day money back guarantee. So the real question for you is this: is it worth gambling just a few minutes of your time to check this out? Which, even if it is half what I've claimed on today's trading, will literally pay for itself as soon as your very first funnel is live. Okay. Now, the other options to get there, to 10x your company next 12 years, is going back to college, right? I did a little screenshot here of college tuition. Checks out Stanford. For 5 years of tuition is $189,000. And your best case scenario, starting with $67,000 a year starting salary. And Princeton, Harvard, Cornell, it's not much different. Okay, so you have that option. Or number two, you can go all in and do what Alex and Layla did 12 months ago, starting over a company from scratch in less than a year. Not only got the 2 Common Club awards, they also this year got the 2 Common Club X, making over $10 million inside their funnel. Okay, Alex and Layla got this. They went all in. They didn't dabble. They went all in. Okay, so here's a recap what you're gonna get: 6-month count to ClickFunnels, 6-week Funnel X Masterclass, Funnel Builder Secrets, Traffic Secrets, Funnel Scripts, total value $11,552. And then for the first 50, we got one other cool bonus we're gonna give you guys. We told you before that our enterprise members can have up to 70 funnels in their account, 100,000 monthly visitors, and a whole bunch more. But what we're gonna do for you guys today is to get you started now and make you so you don't delay or think about it. I'm not just going to double how many funnels you get inside your account. We're going to give you unlimited funnels. We're not going to double how much traffic you get. We'll give you unlimited traffic. And our priority support guys will have your back. That means if it's 3 in the morning, you're stuck, you can't figure out how to get your connections working, message our guys. They'll see that you are a ClickFunnels member. They'll see that you have priority support. And a lot of times they'll just log in your account and do it for you, or make a video showing you how it actually works. And the total value for this is obviously priceless. And to get that, all you gotta do is go to clickfunnels.com/start. Now, one last thing I want to do, because a lot of people, they get started and then they never actually move forward with it. So I hired a new team of people. We call these our Click Start coaches. So what I'm going to do is that every single person who gets started today, I'm also going to give you a call with one of our Click Start coaches. So that means you can get your ClickFunnels account, get everything signed up, set up a call with them. They'll get online with you and they'll help get your account set up, make sure everything's working, help you transfer stuff over, and just get you up and running fast. Okay, so that call is going to be huge. It's going to be like the get out of jail free card for you to make sure that you don't fail, that you're able to be successful inside of ClickFunnels. Okay, so to get started today, all you got to do is open up a new browser window in Chrome, Firefox, whatever it is you use, Safari. Go to clickfunnels.com/start. And when you do, you'll be taking a page like this. At the top, there's a video of me kind of recapping everything you're getting today. On the left-hand side, you can get everything we talked about for $1,997. Some of you guys want to upgrade and get a year of ClickFunnels for free. If you want that, that's $2,997. And some of you guys want more coaching calls. If you want 8 coaching calls, you can upgrade there for $5,997. But go to clickfunnels.com/start, and that's where you can get started right now. And when you go there, after you click on one of the buttons, you figure out which one you want, you're going to see one of two things. First, if you don't have a ClickFunnels account yet, it's going to ask you to create your ClickFunnels account. So you go to this page, clickfunnels.com/start, pick your package, and then go actually create your account. If you already have an account, it'll look a little bit different. It'll look like this, and it'll just say, here's your card on file. Should I build that one? You say yes. It'll bill your card. It'll upgrade your account to the highest level. It'll unlock all the bonuses we talked about, push out your billing for an entire 6 months or 12 months, depending which package you get. And all that happens right now when you go to clickfunnels.com/start. And then one last recap, one more time, you guys, everything you get today, you get started right now. You get 6-month enterprise account, ClickFunnels, 6-week Funnel X Masterclass, Funnel Builder Secrets, Traffic Secrets, Funnel Scripts, and an unlimited bonus, which gives you unlimited funnels, unlimited bandwidth, total value $11,552. All you got to do to get access now is go to clickfunnels.com/start to get access to everything we talked about here for just one single payment of $1,997 today. Whew. And that, you guys, is a special offer we put together for you. Now, we've got... we still have over 2,000 people on the line right now and tons of questions coming in. So we're going to keep answering questions here in the comment box. My entire team's here answering questions as fast as we can. I've got a bunch of people who actually ClickFunnels members who want to jump on and kind of tell you their stories about ClickFunnels while you guys are signing up. So don't wait for this. Like, I don't want you guys missing out on the unlimited bonus. So go right now, open up another browser window, go to clickfunnels.com/start. And when you go there, you have a chance to kind of get started. And while you're going there, I'm going to open up this thing to stream through here. And all these guys are going to come on and they're going to share with you their ClickFunnels story. And what's cool about it is you're going to see people in a whole bunch of industries, people that are in financial markets, people selling information products, people in the dental industry, the chiropractic industry, biohackers, you'll see people from tons of different businesses just like yours who are using ClickFunnels, and I want you to hear from their own words, because I can tell you a million times over how much I love ClickFunnels, how much I believe in it, but when you hear it coming from them, then I know you guys are like, there'll be nothing left to do except for to go to clickfunnels.com/start. So now is the time to go, you guys. Open up another browser window, go to clickfunnels.com/start and get started right now. And while we do that, I'm going to pause the screen really quick while I get my the feed streamed in here with everybody. Just give me 1 second here. Okay, here we go.
We'll talk like this, like Bob Barker.
Oh, perfect. I can hear you.
Oh, perfect.
All right.
What's going on? Let's get some
How you guys
energy
doing
now.
over there?
Woo!
I'm so excited.
All right, what can we tell this audience of yours?
Well, I showed off both Trey and Dana. I showed both you guys off in the presentation. So obviously it's using ClickFunnels. Obviously you love it. I'd love to hear just your opinion on ClickFunnels, your experience so far as a customer, and what you think everybody should do.
Oh man, Chizo. Like obviously get ClickFunnels, obviously get this package because you get ClickFunnels for free. Like that's just insane in the membrane right there. It's changed my life. It's changed my business. We've been using ClickFunnels for 4 years now, I believe. And Todd Dickerson was nice enough to tell me like I was like one of the first 100 signups of ClickFunnels, which I thought was really cool. And dude, it's literally took our business to quantum leaps of levels, to say the least, because we've had so many breakthroughs just by using ClickFunnels. Like it's amazing. Like it's made us so much money. It's retarded.
And one thing, I don't know if everybody knows this or not, but Trey currently has the record for the highest grossing funnel in ClickFunnels. I know everybody else on this panel is gunning for him though right now. It's super equi on my side. Is that equi for you guys?
You sound fantastic.
All right, cool. Let's keep going then. Very cool. So how many funnel, so when Trey got started, one thing he told me is like, I'm going to try to launch a new funnel every single week till one of these things takes off. And you did. And then how many did it take you for like you had the one funnel that just like blew up for yourself?
I would say that was probably our 12th funnel or our 20th. It's probably in there. 12th to 20th funnel was probably
somewhere in that range.
I don't know.
That's I see some people who like, they try one funnel, like, oh, I tried, but nothing happened. And they just like give up. It's like, no, like try again and then try again. And like the first time you do it, it's going to suck. But if you keep doing it, eventually you'll get a little bit better and a little bit better. And then eventually it'll actually be awesome. And it's insane when you have one that hits, how fast it can go and how it can just like change your life overnight.
You're the person to tell us that, man. And
I lost his audio.
Because that was absolutely awesome. You know, we had a funnel, and I was like telling you, I was like, man, we're using Facebook right now, and we want to take it past that. And you started saying, well, this is what you need to do. Here's the conversion stuff and tweaks you need to make. And dude, if we didn't have ClickFunnels, it would have taken a developer. It would have took somebody who knows HTML code, which I definitely don't know, and probably someone just to monitor it to make sure their servers are up and running. With ClickFunnels, like we've been able to push traffic and spike traffic. And there's been no delay. There's been no like, oh, your site's down. Like that's what's been so amazing with it is if you do have a scalable offer, you know, and when you create one through ClickFunnels, like you don't have to worry about traffic bogging down the system because you guys on your end are making sure everything's running efficiently. And I just have to worry about it's a good offer or not. Like that's what I love about ClickFunnels.
That's so awesome. Thanks, Trey, for showing up. So Dana, what's your opinion? You've been using ClickFunnels now for a long time as well. And you were there the day we figured out that every single funnel, if you used all the things, increased your conversion so high. So curious your thoughts on everything.
So, well, first, for those that don't know me, I'm a goat farmer. And if I can use ClickFunnels, you can use ClickFunnels. And the thing that I guess, like, I just want all of you who are on the fence to just think about is, number one, like, Russell gives you 6 months of figuring it out. So, like, Trey, it took him like 10 funnels to do it. So you have 6 months to just figure this crap out. And guess what? It's not going to work like right away, maybe like it didn't for Trey, but it was worth it, right?
Oh gosh. Yeah,
so
absolutely.
That's number one. And then number two, like, dude, it has changed my life in so many ways because like I have gone from being like a no-name just goat farmer for real to becoming like, I flew out to work with Trey. I flew out to work with Russell. We found out that amazing statistic when I was out there. And I'm now connected to these amazing people. So even if it's not software, like it's a lifestyle, it's a group of amazing people that you're really buying into. That's what it really is.
That's so awesome. Well, very cool. Well, thanks you guys for sharing your story. We got a lot of people, but I want to talk to everyone, but thank you guys so much. And I wish we were all hanging out again. Very cool. All right. Thanks guys. So who's up next? Who is it?
Hello, it's me. I'm up.
What's up, Julie?
Hey.
All right, Julie is up next. And Julie's been to Boise now like 3 times this year, hanging out, talking about ClickFunnels. And I'm excited to hear kind of your experience and your story with ClickFunnels so far.
Yeah, so I was one of those people that was scared to death to start. I built a funnel and I just sat on it for like 3 months because I was like, this isn't gonna work. This isn't gonna work. And I remember turning it on and I was making pretty good money. I was a web designer, service provider. I was making $10,000, $20,000 a month, and I finally got the nerve to turn my funnel on. And within 3 months, I had hit $90,000 a month. And I couldn't believe you were right. I was like, that worked. And so since then, my whole life is ClickFunnels. I'm actually one of the few people that is making a full-time living just as an affiliate for ClickFunnels, in addition to all the money that I'm making from my own products and services. So when Russell says that ClickFunnels, you should never have to pay for ClickFunnels, I can't tell you, every time I sink money into this company and into Russell, it comes back to me 10 times over. So I don't know what else to say except get off the fence.
That's so awesome. And you've helped a whole bunch of like stay-at-home moms and stuff use ClickFunnels as well to launch businesses and stuff as well, right?
Yeah, I mean, I had a client, I helped build her funnel. She teaches proofreading, okay? So like, and not just regular proofreading, but like proofreading for court reporters. And we built her funnel and she made $1 million in 8 months.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy. And I just had another client. She's a web designer. She's like, Julie, I'm so full. I can't take any more web clients. How do I create some passive income? I said, you know what? Let's just put together a couple products, really low cost, $27 for a brand course. And she turned her funnel on 4 weeks ago, and she's like, I just cleared $10,000. You know, so she's putting about $200 a day into her funnel and reaping about 1,000 out.
It's like an ATM machine. Just plug it in.
It is. It's ridiculous.
That is so cool. So anyone who's thinking about like, should I get this? Should I not get this? Like, what would you tell them?
I would say get off the fence and go all in. Like, put some skin in the game. Be a little afraid and learn everything you possibly can, because it's not a matter of if it'll work, it's a matter of when it'll work. And if you commit to really understanding the kind of offers that people want, it will work. It's just a matter of how long you're willing to stick in the game. So I would just say go all in. Go all in.
That's awesome. Thank you. So those of you ready to go all in, go to clickfunnels.com/start. And that's where you can get started up right now. So thank you, Julie, so much for hanging out. I appreciate you.
Thanks for having me.
No worries. All right, who is up next?
I'm up next.
Rachel's up next. How's it going, Rachel?
So good. So I'm actually at an airport waiting to go home. I just had my first live event and it was crazy. We had 60 people. It was so fun that we were laughing. We were crying a lot. Imagine that with me. And we were laughing so hard that we were crying, but it was a blast.
Oh, that's so awesome. Very cool. So how long have you been using ClickFunnels now inside of your business?
So I actually just went into the ClickFunnels group the other day. Can you guys hear me okay, even though I'm in a noisy airport? Okay. So I just went into the ClickFunnels group the other day and I searched for my name and I was like, okay, I want to see when I started because I couldn't remember. And if you are like, okay, all these people are lying, they've been using this for years, blah, 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 they've always been successful, I challenge you to do this. So I typed in my name and I found my first time where I said, is ClickFunnels really better than Leadpages in that group? Because up until that point, I had been using Leadpages. I don't know if I can say that for like copyright purposes. I think I can, but
you already did.
I just did. So I was using Leadpages and I remember I was actually sitting up late trying to figure out how I was going to launch this little membership site that I wanted. And the reason that I switched to ClickFunnels was really simple. And it was just because they didn't have a one-click payment integration system for Leadpages. But I remember like my heart was beating through my chest. I couldn't afford $97 a month. I was like, oh my gosh, I hope I get 3 people into my membership program because otherwise this isn't worth it. I had had failed course launches before that. And now today we have, I think, 660 people in my membership program. But that was just in, thanks guys, it was in April of 2016. So I've been using it for just over a year, about a year and a half now.
Oh, that's so cool. So for those who are sitting here watching this webinar and like, should I do this? Should I not do it? What would you tell them?
Do it. Your heart might be beating through your chest, but even like Julie said, get a couple of people and teach them how to use it and let ClickFunnels pay for itself, or secure a client, make it work, sell just a couple of copies of your course, whatever it is that you have. You only need to sell a little bit to make it worth it. And now you just paid for the system that you can use to leverage yourself to millions of dollars, like many of us on this webinar have done.
So cool. Well, thanks for hanging out with us today. Travel home safely. Congrats on your event. That's so cool. So for any of you guys who are looking for the URL again, go to clickfunnels.com/start. Get started because these bonuses and the cool t-shirts and the unlimited accounts are not going to be there forever, but they are there right now. So it's time to go. All right, who's up next? Alex Hermosi. Oh, you're muted.
I got it. We're good. What's up?
How's it going, man?
I'm good. I'm at my in-laws' house right now, so I'm here with my wife, Layla.
What's up, Russell?
Oh, thank you guys so much for jumping on. I super appreciate it.
No, 100%.
Now, what's cool about this, I wanted to share a story because I got a lot of people during the webinar who are like, well, this isn't going to work for my business. I got this kind of thing. So when you started, you guys had gyms.
Yeah.
And I'll talk about that and then also the progression from there.
So I went from having a website that didn't do anything for me at my gym, and I didn't know how to work it. And every time I had this, I had my tech guy, and I hated calling him because he would always charge me like $250 every time. So then I would try and go in there, and then the whole thing would break, and I was like, it was so frustrating. And so then on one day, I was like, I'm signing up for ClickFunnels, like I'm going all in because this smart marketing dude in the fitness world was like, you should check out ClickFunnels. So I was like, all right, I'll check it out. And so I was like, I have to figure this out. So I sat down. I was like, all of Sunday, I'm not leaving this room, not going to the bathroom. Like I can't drink, I can't eat until I figure out what a funnel is and how I can make one. And I ended up being able to. My first funnel went live 4 hours after I made my account, and so we were able to capture leads the next day. So I mean, it wasn't any upsells, it was nothing fancy, but we got it live within 4 hours, and it was getting leads for us within 24.
That's crazy. Now you have 3 of your own gyms, but then you've helped other gym owners through this process. How many guys have you launched since then?
So we had 6 gyms, and then we sold those, and now since then we've launched over 300
40
340 as of today.
It's insane.
Yeah. So it's been working. I was just gonna say it's worked for us as when we were gym owners. It worked for us to get customers as a local business, brick and mortar, and it's also helped us work as a coach for gym owners. And so it's helped in both ways because funnels work, funnels are like air, was it planes always fly, marketing always works. Yeah. So funnels always work no matter where you're at. It's just like air, you just have to get the plane right, but it'll always fly if you have the right physics behind it. So funnels always work no matter where you're at.
So cool. Man, thank you so much for coming on and sharing your guys' stories. It's so much fun watching how much your business has exploded. The gym lords.
Thanks
Awesome.
so much. We appreciate you.
Hey, for anyone who's sitting there should I do this? What are your thoughts for them?
We went from 0 to just a lot in a month, within 6 months, switching everything over, absolutely do it. It'll change your life. This will be the day that you get to think back. Some people are like, oh, I always remember where I was at 9/11. I know where I was when JFK got shot. You'll be able to think back. I remember when I signed up for that webinar, I wasn't sure. And I'm so glad I did because my life changed that day.
So cool.
I remember where I was.
You guys ready for your life to change? ClickFunnels.com/start. Get your account started ASAP. Thanks, Alex. Thanks, Layla, for hanging out. Appreciate you guys. All right. Up next is Allison Prince.
Can you hear me?
How's it going, Allison?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome.
Thanks for coming and hanging out today.
Yeah. Thanks for letting me. This is awesome. These people are so inspiring. This is I'm in ClickFunnels and listening to their stories gets me re-motivated. I love it. Love it. Love it.
So you just found out about ClickFunnels this year. It hasn't even been that long, right?
No, in January is when I first found out who Russell Brunson was. I had no clue. And a week and a half later, signed up for ClickFunnels, went all in. And within 6 weeks, I had made more in one of my businesses off using ClickFunnels than I did the entire year previously. It was amazing. It's this magical thing. I had so many pieces the previous year and I wasn't able to serve my clients. And now that all the pieces are together, I'm not worried about broken technology. I'm not worried about this or that. I can truly focus on the people in my course now because everything's running, everything's automated. And it is seriously honestly, I know everybody keeps saying it changes your life. I promise you it's changed mine. It's been the best best business decision I've ever done in my entire life. Absolutely.
Cool. I love it. For anyone who's like, again, I know people watch and we still have, looks like we still have like 1,800 people live. So there's 800 people sitting there going like, and they're waiting for like that push. Like, what push would you give them?
Like me, literally, like push it. Just do it. Just do it. You won't regret it. It's amazing. It really is life-changing.
That's so awesome. Thanks for coming on, sharing your story. For you guys who are ready, go to clickfunnels.com/start to get the special offer we talked about today. It's amazing. All right. Thanks, Allison. Okay. Who's next? All right. Brian.
Can you hear me all right?
I can hear you. How's it going, man?
What's going on, guys? These are like my favorite people in the world here. So anyway, I'm just geeking out. It's awesome. It's actually crazy to be on this side because it wasn't that long ago. I was on the other side, like just like Rachel was saying, like, should I do it? And our story is a little bit different. It was like out of pure necessity, like why we even got involved with ClickFunnels. So
I want to hear that story. Can you tell me?
Can I tell you? Yeah. So our primary business was actually selling on Amazon. Like we were selling like millions of dollars in product. And I like literally, I still remember it like yesterday. Anybody who sells on Amazon has the app on their phone and they check it, and they check it every day. The first thing they do when they wake up, they're like, oh, let me see how sales are going. It was a Tuesday morning and it seemed like a little odd. Like the numbers weren't quite what I was used to. And I was like, all right, that's weird, but whatever, it's Tuesday, maybe, it's a slump in sales. But there's like this immediate, like in the back of everyone who sells on Amazon, there's this like concern, like, what if things get shut down, right? And sure enough, like my heart starts pounding. I go to the computer, I go on, like log into my account, and our number one listing, which like produced over half of our sales, was blocked, like totally shut down. Then our account got shut down. It was all these problems. That's when we realized like we don't have like a real business. Like we don't have a way to communicate with our customers. Like we think we're building this empire on Amazon, but we weren't. So like I had just over 72,000 in product that was sitting there in a warehouse that needed to move. I had no money coming in. I had more product coming in from overseas. So like for me, it was, how do I just break even? Like, how do I just get my money back? Like just sell this product and start getting some of my capital back to reinvest. And that's kind of where it started. So we were able to get that sorted out. And I mean, for us, it was like, that was it. That was my job. I wasn't doing anything else. So I had quit my corporate job and all that. But then like, it was weird because I never thought I would like help people, like train them or do anything like that. I just had my e-commerce business and I was happy. But then I kind of started taking on a few like clients and coaching them through the process and teaching them about like the importance of building up their customer list and all that, and bonding with their customers, building a community, not just having a commodity that you sell on a marketplace. And yeah, like that, in that process, it was like one of the most painful things I had been through, but it was the biggest blessing because I found like what I think is my true calling, which is like really helping people, other sellers who were kind of in the same position I was in that don't even realize it, to diversify and build their own sandbox. And it's all because of ClickFunnels. Like ClickFunnels is like the centerpiece of all of it. Because it's what allows us to start that relationship with the customer. Because that's what it's about. At the end of the day, like we are trying to make money, we're trying to sell product, but it's the beginning of a relationship. And ClickFunnels just allows us to do that. So
awesome. I love it. I can't tell you how many stories I know of like people that sold on Amazon or other places like that, and it disappears overnight. And it's just nice to be able to have a place you can go that's consistent. You're not going to lose. And yeah, super inspiring story, man. Thanks so much for sharing.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you for everything you do, man.
So for anyone, again, of the 1,800 people who are still waiting here, I want you to give them a push. What would you do, Brian? What do you tell them?
So I think everyone has said the same thing. It's like, you're not sure. Like the biggest thing I keep saying is people are like, but what about my business? But what about that business? Like, please listen to me. Literally every single business can use ClickFunnels. This is why. This is how I describe it to people. It's the difference between just going to like a mass store where if you sell a service, if you sell anything, you have a product, there's probably a mass place someone can buy it, and there's like a curated personal shopper way of buying it, right? And it always is a better experience when you have like a personal shopper. So if you sell anything, it's always better to sell it through a funnel. Like that's all I can say. And nothing makes it easier than ClickFunnels. So if you're nervous about it, like Rachel said, and like Julie maybe mentioned as well, just do it. It's literally risk-free. Like I think this offer has just gotten better. Like so just do it.
Is it okay if we over deliver? That's awesome, man. Thanks so much. Yeah, it's funny. People I hear all the time that are like, well, will funnels work for my business? And I always kind of joke. I'm like, well, it only works if your business needs customers or leads. So I think that's every business.
It only works if you're trying to collect money. Like that's the only way it works. So
that's awesome. Thanks, Brian, man, for sharing. I appreciate you. If those who are ready to start, go to clickfunnels.com/start. The fast bonuses are going away already. People are like waving to me. So now's the time to go, guys. clickfunnels.com/start. All right, up next, I think is Anissa. Let's see. I think you're muted. Are we able to unmute you? There you go.
There we are. How are you?
Doing amazing. How have you been?
I have been really, really awesome. To be honest, I've been really, really good. Last week was phenomenal. So thanks to ClickFunnels.
You had a new record-setting week for your funnels, right?
Yeah, absolutely. So last week we actually made like about $80,000 in 1 week, which is completely crazy. And I mean, you're talking about people that are in different industries. Guess what I do for a living? My first job. Yeah. So absolutely. So I'm actually a dentist, right? So, people are coming on, sharing their stories. And, for me, I found ClickFunnels actually, I wrote a book, I had a podcast, and people started to ask me to teach them how I was getting patients from Facebook marketing. And so I was trying to figure out like, how can I find a platform to actually sell my course, like to house my course, right? And so I found out about ClickFunnels. But it's so funny because like that happened actually last year. And when I was researching it, like I didn't even know what the word funnel meant. Like, like I didn't even know what a funnel was. It was so crazy. But I actually taught myself, again, I am not, or was not, an internet marketer or anything like that. I was a dentist, and I figured out the software, which means that it was really, really easy. And actually my first course that I sold, the very first online course, I actually pre-sold about $30,000. And that was all through ClickFunnels. We had an initial offer and we had an OTO. So we're able to sell our second product actually. And I mean, it was really phenomenal.
So cool. So it works for dentists, but it also works for the coaching side because you're on both sides of that business now.
Yeah. So I'll tell a story. I mean, so now what I'm doing, so last week, why we had such a great week is I actually launched a funnel course for dentists. Cool. So it's called Funnel Mastery, and it's teaching dentists how to use funnels, how to use ClickFunnels to actually get new patients. And so I had a really cool case study of a dentist who actually no one knew her. She started doing Facebook Lives, and we actually built up an audience, and she was able to actually use ClickFunnels to build a VIP guest list. And so when she was ready to actually launch that she was taking new patient appointments, she actually had several hundred leads, and she had over 50 new patients booked for her practice before it even opened. And again, when I was like, oh, this is what we're going to do. We're going to build up an audience, and then we're going to create a funnel. And she's like, we're going to do what? So now like all of the dentists have been following her journey over the last 4 months, and all of the dentists are like, we want to know how to use funnels inside of our dental practices. And so, I mean, it's really, really huge. So again, you can use it as a coach, as a consultant, no matter what you're selling. As a service, I'm using it for my dental practice as well. I also practice as well to be able to get new patients in. I mean, it's just so many different ways you can use ClickFunnels. It's really cool.
So awesome. Well, thanks for coming and sharing your story. For everyone who's still listening, we got tons of you guys on here. So everyone's captured by hearing everyone's stories, and I love hearing them from all the different industries. It's so cool. So thanks, Anissa, for sharing. And those who are still on the fence, time to go. Go to clickfunnels.com/start. Now is the time.
Good stuff.
Awesome. Okay, up next is Dan.
What's up?
How you doing? Good.
Hey, I'm doing freaking great. I'm doing awesome. How are you doing?
Is this a new house in the background?
It is. I'm glad you asked because I love showing it off. Okay. Look at this crap. Look at it.
Holy cow.
It's so big it won't fit in the screen. Okay, look at that. I can't fit it in the screen, but this is the view I wake up to every morning right here. Okay, and let me tell you this: every single dollar that paid for this humongous house went through ClickFunnels. Okay, every single dollar. Okay, not $1 was made that was not through ClickFunnels.
That's so awesome. And what's fun about your story too is like, obviously you've been doing this for a while, but like I think you had kind of ups and downs, and then like as soon as it hit for you, it was like I started getting updates in the office here like every week, like Dan's passed 100 grand, 200 grand, 500 grand, boom, and it was like the window between start to like $1 million, to like the 2 Comma Club was probably the fastest I've seen, at least publicly.
Yeah, it was 7. It took me 7 years to become a millionaire overnight. I have been in this game for a long time. I've tried every product out there. I've tried LP. I'll just do the acronym. I've tried everything. And when I got ClickFunnels, from the day I literally started messing with ClickFunnels to the day I hit $1 million was about 5 months, if I remember correctly. We're coming up on, I think, my 13th month, and I'm at 2.5 million. And it's just, and hold on, not only that, but, and guys, I don't mean to be materialistic, but I've always wanted a nice house. Okay.
I'm nervous having Dan live. Where's he taking us?
Okay, hold on. I've always wanted one of these too. Hold on. The light's coming up. The light's coming up slowly. I've always wanted one of these. Can you see that, Russell?
Oh yeah, we can see it.
Oh, you can see it? Okay. That's a Lamborghini, by the way. Now I know a lot of people think I'm like materialistic or whatever, but I used to benchmark myself for success. I used to sit on Trulia and Zillow, right? And I would sit on Trulia and Zillow, and I'd look at all these dream houses that I wanted, okay? And every month, the house I wanted would go away, it get sold or whatever, and every month it would just, and I'd be like, okay, I just need to make $2 million to get that house, or and I would goal set for myself because one of the things I've always wanted was a big house, and I got it, and it was because of ClickFunnels. Okay, I sold the same product I had sold for about 4 months prior to that, but when I started selling it through ClickFunnels, and I started not only ClickFunnels, but the knowledge and the training that goes with ClickFunnels, that's coupled with ClickFunnels, that's when it went nuts. And I mean, the Stripe account is just like, it's like a never-ending spinning wheel, and the brake broke, and it just keeps going and going and going like there's a little mouse on it, So it's absolutely phenomenal.
Oh, it's so cool. So for those who are wondering, like, should I do this, Dan? Should I take the leap of faith and invest $2,000 in changing my life? What would you tell to them?
Well, I don't want any more competition. No, I'm just kidding. So, I would say this. I challenge you to do something right now. I challenge you to go find, in the past 24 months, all of the big from zero to millionaire verified success stories, okay? And you will find that the lion's share of them, the vast majority of them, are doing it through ClickFunnels. So if that doesn't answer your question, then you know what? I hear they're taking applications down at the local McDonald's, okay? So that's all I can say. All right, somebody needs to serve McNuggets. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm just kidding. But that's what I would say, honestly.
Awesome, man. So everyone who's heard that and you're ready to go to clickfunnels.com/start. Thanks, man, so much.
All right.
See you, Dan. All right, up next is Liz Benny. What's up, Liz? How you doing?
Hello. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
That's good.
You're calling in from the entire other side of the world from me right now. What time is it for you?
It is just noon. It's noon now.
Oh, perfect. I'm glad it wasn't like 3 a.m, so that makes me better. So let me tell us your ClickFunnels story. I'd love to hear it.
Okay, cool. So everyone that's listening to this right now, you've heard some incredible stories. I'm sitting in my version of the dream house right now. I'm not going to walk you around because you are literally all plugged in. But a story that I can tell you is that Mr. Russell Brunson, the big guru that you see there that you might have up on a pedestal right now, the Mr. Amazing, the guy that's offering you this incredible opportunity right now, He has been jumping out on my trampoline just outside my window, just out there. And I took him to this home because he saw the crappy, we used to call it the SGB, which stands for the not so wonderful green bungalow. It was this tiny, moldy, disgusting house. And that's where we used to live, and it used to have a broken driveway, massive earthquakes here in Christchurch. And I used to be incredibly poor. I'm just going to call it like it is. And that feeling of not being able to provide for my family, and that feeling of not being able to be myself, and that feeling of not being able to get my message out there into the world got me to the point, honestly, of massive depression. I didn't know where I was going. I was like, there has got to be an easier way. And there was this really annoying guy on Facebook, and his name was Russell freaking Brunson. And I saw him all the time, and his name just kept coming up. And he was like this 12-year-old telling me that I can become like this overnight success story. And I'm like, whatever, 12-year-old, go away, right? So that was my experience. Then after a while of seeing this, obviously the retargeting on that ad was amazing, but I actually just took the leap of faith. And I actually think that I am probably member number 50. I'm like the grandma of ClickFunnels. I'm on the front page of ClickFunnels for a good reason. I think everyone's like, Liz Benny, just go away, right? Tell us another story. But here's what I will say to you is that I'm in a position right now in life where literally the world is my oyster. I am in a situation where I can do whatever I want when I want. I have 3 operational funnels. Those are the ones that I, honestly, if I say to myself, how much money do I want to make this month? It really is about how much traffic do I want to send to those funnels that particular month, because the funnels work. It's just about how much traffic I'm going to send to them. It's my business right now is in a position where it's just scale city. So if you're sitting there listening right now and going, okay, cool, Liz, it's all very well and good for you. I want my dream home too, but you can do it and I can't. I say to you, no, look at all these people here. We're all different. We all come in our different shapes and sizes and colors and backgrounds and everything. I'd say to you that you are very, very safe with ClickFunnels. You're very, very safe with Russell Brunson. There are not many people in this industry who can speak with such high levels of integrity, because there are a lot of scam artists in this industry. So if you're sitting there going, is this real? Can I actually trust Russell? Well, number one, he's made this a completely risk-free offer. So you'd be, in my mind, honestly, just do it. But you can trust him. That's what I want to say to you.
That's awesome. Well, thanks, Liz. It's been so much fun watching your whole transformation and journey over the last couple of years. And just so grateful for you to jump on and share your story as well.
Thank you, man. Appreciate you big time.
Awesome. Thanks, Liz. All right, who's up next? This is so fun, by the way. This is like my favorite day ever. All right, so Ryan and Brad. What's up, guys?
Hey.
What's up?
So I want to hear your guys' ClickFunnels story as well. It's been fun watching your journey and excited for other people here as well.
Brad, take it.
Okay, so Ryan and I are business partners, so that's why we're on here at the same time. And for those, there's got to be at least some financial services professionals out there that have been watching the webinar wondering, well, if I don't sell a product online, if it's not just a one-time transaction thing, like does ClickFunnels work for me if I have to meet with somebody face-to-face and take them through a whole process? That's where we were. We were pretty skeptical of that whole thing too, which is why it took us a little while to get into ClickFunnels. But what we want you to get out of our story is this absolutely still works for you if you're not actually selling a product, but you're trying to create relationships and have clients work with you one-on-one. And I'll do this. I want to show you a couple things, and then I'll turn it over. So Ryan and I run a financial services practice, and we had the big office downtown, tried to go kind of the normal route of trying to look very professional to try to get clients in and that whole thing. And we were the exact story that Russell talked about, which was we tried to hire developers and we spent like $10,000 doing that and tried to hire people to drive traffic, and it was terrible. And money was just going down into a black hole until we finally found ClickFunnels. And now I would say this about how successful it's been. It's so successful, we barely use it. Okay? Let me say that again. It's so successful, we barely use it because every time we turn it on, we get swamped with more clients than we can meet with, and we have to turn it off again. And then we meet and fulfill and make a whole bunch of money, and then we turn it back on, and then a whole bunch more clients come in and we turn it off again.
Such a good problem to have.
It's awesome. And when we go to industry conferences and we're talking to people, the number one thing everybody's like, oh, where do you get leads? How many referrals do you get? And we're like, yeah, I keep having to turn it off because I have too many clients. And they're like, there's not space in their brain to process that. But that's not even the best part about it. Ryan and I now get to work out of our homes instead of driving 30 minutes and working downtown and doing all that. My kids just dropped off these little gifts for me, and I get to meet with my clients in my bare feet because I can run my entire practice virtually because I don't need everything that comes with a normal financial services firm. So for those that are wondering if this works to get clients and move them offline and work with them one-on-one, 100% absolutely. It's been working for us for 2 years now.
That's so cool. Ryan, you want to add anything to that, or are you just saying, yep, that's how it works for us now?
Yeah, man. And honestly, a lot of people on here have shared to pay for your ClickFunnels membership, teach people how to use ClickFunnels. We've had so many financial advisors over the last 18 months ask us what we're doing that just, 6, maybe 2 months ago, we decided to open up a course and teach people how to do what we do with ClickFunnels, financial advisors who are used to meeting with people over a kitchen table. And it was amazing to see their results. I mean, when we started sharing funnels with them that convert and drive traffic and give value to clients, all we had to do was push a button and a converting funnel went to someone else's ClickFunnels account. And you have made it so easy, Russell, to do business online. And that's what ClickFunnels has done for us. It's allowed us to do what we love to do and remove the headache of all of the technology stress that comes with it. We send out emails, we drive funnels. If we have an idea, we host a perfect webinar, and never once do we get online or on the phone and call our tech guy. We just push a button, have a funnel, run a webinar.
Make money.
Oh, so awesome. Thank you guys for sharing this story. I guess I hope that helps everybody who's out there that does financial planning and business professionals, stuff like that. Like, it works. It works in all the businesses. It's so cool.
Thanks.
Awesome. Thanks, guys. Hey, real quick, before the next guest comes up, a bunch of people are asking, like, what's the offer again? So I'm going to go recap it real quick for you guys. If you see my screen back here, I'll tell you away. So again, to get started, go to clickfunnels.com/start. And the special offer is for just one payment of $19.97 today. Here's all the things you're going to get. You're going to get the 6-month account to ClickFunnels for free. Plus, you get Backpack and Actionetics as long as you take action before the deadline's over. You're going to get the Funnel Builder Secrets Masterclass, the Funnel Hacking 201 Spy for Profit, the Traffic Secrets course, and the Funnel Script software. All of that is going to change your life. And all you got to do is go to clickfunnels.com/start. And then you can be just like all these people here right now who at one time were struggling and now are just having absolute certainty in all their goals inside their business. And it's amazing to watch. So very cool. All right, who is up next? All right, Alex, you are up next.
What's up, Russell?
How's it going, man?
I'm doing good. My daughter just walked in here. She goes, hey, that's Russell Brunson.
Tell her hi. I miss her.
Yeah, no doubt.
So Alex, real quick, your story's fun because you've been working with entrepreneurs for a long time and you see entrepreneurs, all sorts of stuff. And you kind of just gotten into the ClickFunnels world more recently. I'd love to hear some of your thoughts on it.
You know, Russell, I think that the easiest way to explain ClickFunnels is that most systems, you have to learn how to use a system in order to make it effective. And ClickFunnels is a system that when you learn it, it makes you effective. Because when you look at how it lays out and how it works, it actually teaches you how to sell. It teaches you how to bring people through a process. It's a system that in and of itself, just having the system makes you better at marketing. And we've changed our approach. We've changed how we put ourselves out there. We change how we attract people towards us. But I think the most important part for anybody who's considering this is, you know, I don't like systems. I actually avoid most systems as much as I possibly can. But when you get into ClickFunnels, it's almost like a paint by number. It's not almost, it is a paint by number strategy in the system itself, which that's unheard of. Most of the time you have to go get a ton of training. You have to get a ton of help, a ton of support. But the fact is ClickFunnels, like when you guys change something or add something, I go look because you know that's where the marketing world is going next.
That's awesome. I think one of the things, and I'm a student of yours as well, it's fun watching you talk about momentum, how entrepreneurs, like, they need to be moving all the time. And so many times we have an idea or a vision or product and we start moving, and then like the tech happens and they stop and we lose momentum and we just stop. And I think this is one of the most powerful things about ClickFunnels is it gives you the ability to keep momentum going forward and not have to stop.
Well, and if you can use a word processor, you can set up sophisticated funnels that will move somebody through a buying process and have them coming towards you as easy as like using Microsoft Word. It blew me away when we first got into the system. Russell, I thought I was going to somebody to be my ClickFunnels guy. We just do it ourselves. It's that easy.
I love it. But people are like, well, who's going to run this? I'm like, you should just run it. It's really that easy. It's so cool.
If I can run it, anyone listening can run it.
Oh, awesome. Thanks, Alex, for coming to sharing. What would you tell anybody who's on the fence that you want to push them over?
I just saw the deal that Russell laid out. It's much better than what I got when I bought ClickFunnels. You should buy it.
Awesome. Thanks so much, man. Cool. Well,
Appreciate
next
you,
person coming
Russell.
up, again, appreciate you too. All right, so go to clickfunnels.com/start if you're ready to get started and be like everybody here who's talking. And up next is Dr. Chad Woolner is going to be sharing his story. Think you're muted. Let me. Oh. How are you doing?
Good, man. How are you?
I'm a little tired, but excited. So it makes it a lot easier.
Thanks for having me on, man. Appreciate it. I'm honored to be like, seriously, like, I'm like, what am I doing with all these other awesome people here? I'm a little out of my element as far as all these rock stars, but yeah, man, super excited to be here. Tell me what you want to know.
Well, because so you're, again, I get people all the time. They're like, well, I see this works for authors and coaches and blah, 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 but you're a chiropractor.
Yep.
And you use ClickFunnels every single day. Talk about what you do and why you guys do it.
So yeah, so like rewind back when I first started in practice, you know, it's no mystery that they don't teach chiropractors how to be entrepreneurs. They teach you how to be chiropractors. So starting my practice from scratch, I was very naive and ignorant and wide-eyed and thought that, you know, maybe it was going to be a little difficult for a year, but then as soon as that year was done, I was going to be making 6 figures a year because I'm a doctor, right? You know, I've got my doctor credentials and that's what you do, right? And 3 or 4 years later of struggle, well, and that's the thing is, I don't know if you want me to say this or not. I have the unique perspective. I've known Russell here for probably longer than anybody else. Met Russell. So Russell saw and was acutely aware of my struggle. He saw how painful it was that entire time. And I think he made ClickFunnels just for me, maybe to save my practice. I don't know. But anyways, he saw the struggle. And so obviously I was looking, I had talked with all the industry gurus and I'd looked at all sorts of different software and all these different things. And it was literally like right at my wit's end where I was like ready to just like give up on chiropractic. I was like, I'm ready to just come work for Russell or do something. I don't know. Russell's like, we've got this new software program coming out. Give it a try and see if you can't use it and make it work for your practice. And so I was like, okay, cool. And so I jumped in. I was like, and maybe that's where I can beat Trey Llewellyn's stat of being the highest. I was like, what, number 10 or 20 or something like that. And so anyways, so started using ClickFunnels and no joke, like I feel like everything had led up to that moment. I remember the first funnel that we implemented, I told you about it. And I kind of was walking you through like the process of what we were thinking we were going to do. And you were like kind of nodding your head. You're like, I think that's going to work. We implemented it with ClickFunnels and it was a game changer for us. It was like, I mean, within a matter of literally weeks, our practice transformed. I mean, it was like almost an overnight process and we didn't look back from there. It just grew and grew and grew. And it was unbelievable. In fact, and this is true story. Literally what's funny about this is before you asked me to be on this webinar here, Amber, my wife and I, we were driving through our neighborhood. We just bought a house about a year ago, a brand new, beautiful home. And I was telling her, I was like, you know what's funny is ClickFunnels has changed our life. Like ClickFunnels is what bought this house for us and ClickFunnels. And she's like, you know, you're right. And I'm like, it's kind of crazy that a software company has made such an impact on our family, like me personally, on my practice and everything. And what's incredible is that not only has it changed my practice, but I've since then, like you're hearing kind of this same theme with brick and mortar business owners, is that they figure out how to use ClickFunnels in their business. It changes it, and then people are like wanting to know, like, well, how are you doing this? How are you doing this? And that's what I did. I created an online program teaching chiropractors how to use ClickFunnels in their practices. And since then, literally, I think today, last was like 250 250 chiropractors have my 231 chiropractors have my program all over the world, and they're using ClickFunnels, how to change their practices, how to bring in new patients. So yeah, it's been awesome.
So for anyone, we still have like well over like 1,500 people sitting watching. Like, what would you tell those guys?
Something very simple. Hesitation will cost you far more than the investment. You're going to lose a lot of money if you don't pull the trigger on this. I work with people all the time, and that's the biggest thing that I tell chiropractors is anything you're doing, if you hesitate, you're going to lose a lot of money. So please don't hesitate, pull the trigger. And I can, again, vouch for having known Russell probably longer than anybody else. I've had the privilege and honor and opportunity of calling him a friend of mine. I've had the opportunity to see kind of the intimate side of behind in his life, and I can assure you he's a solid, straight up guy. The software program's incredible. He really is truly everything he's saying. He wants to help business owners. So jump on board with him. You can't go wrong. Honestly, it's amazing.
Awesome. Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
You bet, buddy.
Very cool. So those of you guys who are still wondering, where's the link? How do I get started? It's clickfunnels.com/start. It's time to start. All right, up next we got Anthony DiClementi. How's it going,
What's going on? It's going great. How you doing?
I'm doing great. Thanks for jumping on.
This webinar has been fantastic. I've been loving it.
It's been so much fun. So for you have passion, you have ideas. You're such a talented person. And I think I've known you for a while, and you kind of struggled while getting it out. I'd love to hear some of your ClickFunnels story of how you're able to use it as a tool to get your message out to more people.
Yeah, man. So one of my favorite quotes is that money likes speed. And I was really good at spending a lot of money fast and like in the wrong places. And I remember spending like $10,000 to build a website and like crossing my fingers, hoping it would work. And it didn't at all. And it was like the last $10,000 I had. And I ended up taking the plunge in 2014 with ClickFunnels, but like I still had so much of this old programming where like you need to hire developers and have them do things for you. So I was like hiring developers and then asking them to do things for me in ClickFunnels. And then I realized from the amazing community that you've built here that I could do a lot of this stuff myself. And there's so much more transparency now, and the ability to make changes to your website is like instantaneous. And that's completely changed our business. I mean, we've done over 20,000 copies now of the Biohacker's Guide, and it's all because of ClickFunnels. And can you guys hear okay?
Yeah.
Yeah. And our goal is to hit, we've got some stuff in place to hit 100,000 plus before Funnel Hacking Live 2018. And like, we're going to make some moves there. I want to be on stage getting the 2 Comma Club, and none of it would be possible without ClickFunnels. I'd probably still be spending tens of thousands of dollars on websites and hoping they work. I was actually creating split tests while watching your webinar. I was like, oh, that's a great idea. Why aren't we doing that in our funnel? And I'm in ClickFunnels making those changes. So it's a complete game changer. And yeah, I think anyone that like believes in themselves and kind of has the mentality of, I'm not going to quit until I get it. All you need is that determination and the right tools, and the right tools being ClickFunnels. And if you like are willing to bet on yourself and willing to do whatever it takes, and you have ClickFunnels in your corner, then like the world is your oyster.
So cool. The one thing I always talk about is, there's 2 sides of ClickFunnels, right? One side is like the entrepreneur makes money, but the second side is like the entrepreneur, as they're making money, are helping other people and changing their lives. And I know some of your work, obviously what you do. I would love if you share just like the impact you're now able to have on people's lives and their bodies, and like what they're able to do here on this earth.
Yeah. So one of them that's like fresh on our mind, Mark Lumia signed up at Funnel Hacking Live 2017. And he was at our place. So like when I first started using ClickFunnels, I was sharing an apartment, a moldy apartment in Chicago. Like Liz mentioned, I was like, oh, that was me too. You forget like where you've come. I was in a moldy apartment in Chicago with 2 other guys, paying $400 a month because that's all I could do. And like everything else got dumped into bad online decisions besides ClickFunnels. And now we're like, this morning I went for a walk on the beach with my dad and my girlfriend, and we're all at a house 5 minutes from the ocean in Delray Beach, Florida, entirely because of ClickFunnels. And it's changed our lives in so many ways. Well, Mark Lumia was here last weekend, just a few months after signing up for the program. He's down like 85 pounds. And we were on the row machine in like my man cave garage that we've converted into a gym. And when he first started in February, he was like, it took him like 3 minutes to row 500 meters. And on Saturday, he rode it in like 1 minute and 38 seconds. And I looked and I'm like, my best ever time is like 1:26. And this guy's like, he's down 85 pounds. He's almost crushing my best time. And now I got to get on the row machine and like, you know, like back myself up. But like, that's one person of like the, you know, the tens of thousands and millions that we're reaching every month, you know, through our podcast, and like everything from the podcast to the free book funnel to our membership site to our biohacking week event to our high ticket. It's all through ClickFunnels. And it's all because of you guys. And like, a lot of people haven't talked about the community here, but it's amazing. If I'm looking to launch a webinar funnel, I know that there's thousands of people that I could hit up and say, hey, what's working well for you? And they'll say, oh, just do this and this. This is converting way better than, you know, these other ones. And they'll tell you what to do and just condense that learning curve down to like as short as it possibly can be. And money likes speed, impact likes speed. And the more, you know, the more people like this community and tools that you have on your side, the greater your chance of success.
Awesome. Well, thanks, man, for jumping on and sharing your story. I love what you're doing. I love how people's lives are changing. It's so fun.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. It's been a pleasure.
No worries. Now, as we're waiting for our next, I think might be our last guest, I just want to stress for everyone who's like thinking about this and waiting, like, I don't know about you, but as an entrepreneur, like I wanted to do big things. I wanted to sell stuff. I wanted to help people. I wanted to do this sort of stuff. And it was always really, really, really hard. And like our entire mission with ClickFunnels, with our company, with our training, with our products, with our software, everything is to like put the power back in the hands of the entrepreneur and give you the ability to actually go out there and change the world and help people and serve people. And I don't know any better way than this. And so if you know that's you and you hear this calling and you're like, that's me. Like I'm an entrepreneur. Like I have gifts, I have talents, I have skills. Like I want to go out there and help other people. Like this is the path. It's not something we made up. It's not something we invented in the last, 24 hours. Like this path has been written by thousands, tens of thousands of entrepreneurs. Like I said before, like we have over 52,000 active members as of today. So you're not the first run. It's not our first rodeo. Like we've done this over and over and over. And the new live training is starting next week. So it's time to jump back on, get into live training, start using the software, going through the program together as a community. And so you can get results like these people. I would love in 6 months from now to be on the thing like, I didn't know if Russell was talking about was true. He looks like he's 12 years old. He's all crazy talking fast, but man, I did it. I took the plunge and like, look at what happened. And if you go in there and you take the plunge and it doesn't work for you, like I said, we have risk-free money back guarantee. Like we will literally give you every penny back. Like I don't need your money. I'm fine. This is about you, not about me. Whether you take this investment and you invest your time and your energy, your money or not, it will not change the quality of my life whatsoever. Like this is about you. It's about changing the quality of your life. And the only way to do that right now is to go to clickfunnels.com/start and get started. Like jump in this process, get momentum, start moving forward, and let's get your message out there so you can change the world. And it's gonna be fun. All right. So up next, I'm a little nervous about this, and I'm not gonna lie. We've got Dave up next, man. How you doing?
I'm actually a disgruntled customer. I snuck into this group. I want a refund on my free book. I didn't read it, but I was supposed to make $1 million the next day. I'm great, man. Can you imagine? I just Trojan horse myself into the Zoom call. Hours.
Oh,
all right. Serious.
But tell people what you do for real so they understand what you're doing in your world.
Yeah, I mean, listen, like, don't let these baby doll eyes fool you. I've been an e-commerce seller for 13 years, guys. While I was listening to everybody talk about like the trajectory, I did a Wayback Machine on one of my companies. So I own a few brands, getkombucha.com. We sell really cool kits on how to make kombucha. So people talk like, will it work for me? Like I sell hippie fungus yeast kits to make hippie fungus yeast tea, which recreates itself to make more hippie fungus. Like if you could sell fungus, you can sell anything with ClickFunnels, right? Also, we sell hot sauce kits and fun DIY gift kits. I also now coach and do courses thanks to this fantastic man, and it's incredible. So I went to the Wayback Machine, and like in 2007, it just brought back so many memories of calling, another country, spending whatever. Like, I mean, I know people get ClickFunnels for free for 6 months, which is insane. there's part of me that's like, well, why didn't I sign up today? But then I'm like, well, I wouldn't have made all the millions of dollars the last 2 years then to, or helped other people to make those millions if I signed up earlier. So it's worth, I don't mind paying the 6 months, but whatever the cost is, like that was my cost per hour to get my font to be like red Tahoma. And all those old school internet marketers guys know, like to get your font to be like red Tahoma font, that was the cool thing. I had a Yahoo Merchant Solution account. When ClickFunnels came out, I knew instantly. Loki Pages. When I saw Loki Pages and some other sites, I bought a yearly membership because I was like, this is the thing. And like, I love to make money, but I hate to waste money. And the next day, I didn't even bother asking for a refund or credit or whatever. I went all in on the ClickFunnels, and I bought a year, whatever the year thing was or 6 months thing, and it's a completely changer. And whatever amount of money like I had already paid in those other softwares, I made it back like a week later. Like it's insane. I also want to say something else. This is the first time in history that the people that are making the technology, I call it like software 2.0. Like, I mean, Russell, would you say you are not a tech guy? Would you agree you're not a tech guy? Yeah. No. Right. So Russell guys, so if you're thinking like, okay, but what am I going to sell? How am I going to sell it? This is like the best bicyclist in the world finally got to design the best bicycle, right? So it used to be the guy who used to make the bikes. He never rode a bike. He never rode a bike before. Finally, guy who's the best at this: marketing, storytelling, understanding, giving value, building your tribe, building your community. Finally, got the keys to the castle, made an incredible team, which by the way, all of us, we just got asked short notice. It's like everybody's in different parts of the world. We all have families. We all have other obligations. And like that, we jumped on this call. If your friend tells you to go to a restaurant, you go to it. But think about this, right? Like the amount of people that this man has influenced that are willing. And this is a short list, right? So like this is such a unique time in history that he's attracted people to express his stuff. And that brings me to point number 2. Let's say you already have a business and you say, okay, I don't want paint by numbers. ClickFunnels gives you the other direction as well. You could express. You have an idea. That idea can be expressed, and you could start running traffic. You could send a link out in hours. Something that would take me months. And let's be fair, I just never did it because I got so overwhelmed. So all these things up here can be expressed easily, quickly, and so that's my joy. But if you're just starting, feel good knowing that Russell's thing, he's the best bicyclist in the world that finally got the chance to build the best bicycle, and you're getting both today.
So cool. That's a really interesting way, because I was the similar way. I use tech tools. And you're like, who invented this? What were they thinking? And it's really cool that it's created by marketers for marketers, and yeah, it's amazing. So, and the last things for everyone who's still on here, we still have like 1,200 plus people on. So what are you gonna tell those guys to push them over the edge once and for all?
I mean, this has got to be something that you want. And actually, I'm going to call something out. If something took 6 months to do, if something took other things you had to buy and learn, and like, then you have an excuse. Then all of a sudden you put the responsibility on someone else, right? There's no excuses. I can't believe I'm saying this right now, because like people used to tell me this, I'm like, and then, but you have to at some point in your life, you have to make an analog decision. Either the light switch is on or the light switch is off. And so let's stop dimming around, and you got to make a decision. And it really comes down to, do you believe in yourself? That's it. You don't need all the answers. There's so many people that are going to help. First buy everything, but then go to the Facebook page. Look, there's an amazing, loving community. Software is not fun. Software is not loving and cheery go hum. But this somehow made it because it's a bigger purpose. The ClickFunnels, as great as it is, it's just a bridge or a vehicle or a bicycle to get you where you are to where you need to go. And there's passionate, incredible human beings that are doing it for so many different niches. Like, people are doing this to sell services. People are doing this to sell products in so many different niches. Brian and I still, as much as I like, I'm using ClickFunnels to do, redemption funnels, to do bridge pages to Amazon, to then boomerang them back to ClickFunnels. Like, there's so many ways you could do it, but the cool thing is like, you don't have to think about them because they're all done for you. So I don't know what else to tell you guys. You just got to either turn the light switch on or off right now.
That's awesome. Well, thanks, man, for jumping on, sharing your story. I'm going to go buy some hippie fungus stuff now that I know there's a funnel for it. Oh, that's awesome. Cool. Well, thank you, Dave. Thank you, everyone, for hanging out.
Just to take thank you.
Oh, thanks, man. All right. So thanks, everyone who's been hanging out. I appreciate you jumping on. I want to jump back on the slides and kind of close this out, if that's all right. Thanks, everybody, for hanging out and sharing your stories. Appreciate you guys. How do I jump back over there now? I'm just gonna jump on right here. We got a whole team here going crazy. We're all so excited. We've been killing ourselves to share. Hope you guys enjoy. Hope you guys enjoyed the presentation today. One last recap, one last push, and I hope you guys felt the heartfelt of how much we love and care about our entrepreneurs and the people we're serving, and we want to serve you as well. So here's a little recap of the offer one last time. If you can see here, not sure if you can see that or not. There we go. So. Once again, you're going to get the 6-month account to ClickFunnels for free. Plus, you get Action X and Backpack as well. You get the Funnel Builder Secrets Masterclass, Funnel Hacking 101, Spy for Profit. You're going to get the Traffic Secrets Training Course, the Funnel Script software, everything for just one payment today of $19.97. $2,000. Have a tool and a training system that'll pay you for the rest of your life. I don't know about you, but that is the most insane offer ever. After you do this, you're going to go right now to clickfunnels.com/start and walk you through the process. You're going to go there, you're going to scroll on the page, and you're going to get signed up. Okay, you're gonna get ClickFunnels for free for the next 6 months. After you log in the account, you're gonna go and set up your ClickStart call. I mean, someone from our team, probably one of these beautiful people over here, is gonna be on the call with you and gonna help you to get your account set up. Okay, so we're not leaving you alone. We're not gonna things you sign up for and you disappear. Like, we'll have somebody on the phone to help you get it connected for your specific business. We'll help you get your first domain purchase. Like, we'll do everything so that you've got it set up. Okay, then you're gonna log in, and over the next 10 weeks, I'm gonna be taking you personally hand by hand and saying, okay, here's the first step. Just do this, nothing else. And you're going to do that. And then the next week, here's the next step. And then you're just going to do that. And then here's the next step. And we're going to do that over 10 weeks. And by the time the 10 weeks is over, your funnel will literally be launched. Okay. I don't care if you're selling hippie fungus, if you're selling coaching, if you're selling dentistry, chiropractor. What else do we have? We had people from every industry, financial planning. If you have e-commerce, whatever it is you're selling, it doesn't matter. Like, this process works. This is how selling happens today and how it's going to continue to happen in the future. And we are here because we love you, we care about you, we want to support you, we want to serve you. And the only way to do it now is to go and get started. You've got to take that leap of faith. You have to take that first step and just do it. And the step might be scary at first. You might be like, I don't know if I can do it. You can do it, and it's not that hard. All you got to do is go to clickfunnels.com/start. Now, if you're sitting there thinking, like, I don't know if I can do that, like, what if it doesn't work? The coolest thing is you got a 30-day money-back guarantee. So go in there, start, do your onboarding call, jump on the trainings. You'll be 6 weeks into the training or whatever, it's 4 weeks in the training. At that point, like, is this working for me? If it's not, then just let us know. We'll give you every penny back. I do not need your money. I will give it back to you and you're completely fine. But if it does work, this could literally transform your life. Okay, I said it earlier and I'll say it again, not to be cocky or anything, but I want you to understand, like, this is not about me at all. Whether you sign up today or not, it's not going to change my quality of life even one iota. Like, nothing will change for me. But everything can and will change for you. This is not about me. This is not about my company. It's about you as an entrepreneur to be able to take your ideas, your product, your service, whatever it is that you sell, whatever it is you do, the way you serve humanity, ClickFunnels becomes the vehicle that will help you get your message, your product, your service out to the world. Okay? And we're here. We care about you. We're here to support you. And I promise you, if you go through this training, if you go all in, do what Brandon and Caitlin did. Watch the first training, do it, and then pause and go and do the thing. Then watch the next part, do it, pause it, and then go do it. And do that process over the next 10 weeks. And if you do that, I promise you, at the end of this process, you will have a business, you will have a funnel, you will have everything up and running, you have traffic going to your funnels. Like, the process will be done. And that's our gift to you guys. And that's what we want to do today. So once again, now is the time to get started, to get off your seat, stop waiting, open up a new browser window in Chrome, Firefox, whatever you want to use. Go to clickfunnels.com/start. That's it. And take that leap of faith. And I promise you guys, it's a leap of faith, but it's not really that scary, because the worst case scenario, it doesn't work, and then we give your money back. Best case scenario, it changes your life. It changes your business. But more importantly, it gives you the ability to change other people's lives. And that's what business is all about. That's why I'm in business. I'm sure that's why you're in business as well. So that's the step, you guys. But I can't take the step for you. I can tell you, I can make an irresistible offer. I can have all my friends come on here who are using this and tell their stories, but you've got to do it. Like, I can lead you to the water, but you've got to take the drink yourself. You got to take that step. I can't do it. I wish I could. If I could just like make you drink the water, I promise you would love it. And you'd be like, that was amazing. But the last step's up to you. So you got to do it. Now is the time. Don't wait. Don't think about, like, just jump, take a leap of faith. I promise we're here to catch you, and we will help support you, and we will take you on your journey. But now is the time to get started. So once again, you guys written this down hopefully 2,500 times. You got to go to clickfunnels.com/start. Let's get your account started. Let's get you started in this process. I'm going to show you what's going to happen over the next month, 6 months, 12 months, next year, 2 years, 3 years. I want you on our next event on stage telling your story, okay? Because that's what we're creating. We're creating entrepreneur success stories, and that is what I want from you. So thanks again so much. You guys hanging out this webinar. We've been going for a couple hours now. It's been a ton of fun. I hope you enjoyed it. We killed ourselves. We were here till 2:30 last night putting this together for you. We were working all the way. I didn't even finish all my slides in time, but I didn't care. I just want to get this message out to you guys, to show you guys what's happening, what's working, and what you guys need to do now to get started. So with that said, thank you guys so much for hanging out today. Go to clickfunnels.com/start, and I will talk to you guys all again soon. Bye, everybody.